Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
BoxingVoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punching? When I was hitting him with body punching, I heard him actually, he was crying there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on.
BoxingVoice.com.
So you knew you had him by that time. Absolutely, but I knew you were tough and you were taking those punches.
Quality Vinasi Production.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Boxing Voice Radio. Today's preview and prediction day for a huge, monumental moment in women's boxing as Claressa Sheilds versus Christina Hammer throw down for undisputed. And we're going to talk, obviously, Lomachenko versus Anthony Crolla, and Jaime Munguia versus Dennis Hogan, and so much more. Just a lot of hot button topics to talk about. Plenty of boxing, new heavyweights in the mix, and we'll see action this weekend. What are your thoughts? Are you going to check them out? You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241 if you want to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. We may have a few guests, treats, just never know. Stick around, tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to hunt down that 200,000 since we got to that 100. You can also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype and be part of the conversation that way. Download that Skype app, absolutely free on both Android and iPhone respected app markets. While you're there, download that Patreon app and receive exclusive content only from TBV, never seen or aired anywhere other than Patreon. Let me jump on out to a couple of my co-hosts and get this thing started. Big weekend of boxing, a lot of boxing.
Quality Vinasi Production.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
BoxingVoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. And he stayed out before he said we would not stop.
A man stand up for what he believes in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what's up, everybody out there in the TBV universe? Back here with another one, Flagship Thursday. And yes, Christina Hammer versus Claressa Shields in a women undisputed middleweight title fight. I'm pumped about this fight. They've been building it up for about a year and a half now. So I'm glad these two women have finally did what the men seem to have a hard problem doing. Best fighting the best, getting them in the ring. And I'm glad to see that these two women actually did that. And while I'm thinking about it, I just want to give my shout out to the whole city of LA and the people that put together the funeral service. Great thing today for Nipsey Hussle. And yeah, man, a whole lot of boxing. I ain't gonna bore you with my voice. Ron G, what's going on, man? Long time no see.
BoxingVoice.com.
I've been doing this. I ain't been up and fell off. I've been through the Lennox Lewis era, the Nassim Hamed era, the Sugar Shane Moses era, the Oscar De La Hoya era, the Mark Anthony era. I've been through all the eras, and I still been telling. You do too much talking. The thing is this:
People want their subjective preference to be the objective reality.
HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing.
BoxingVoice.com.
What's going on, everybody? With the dry weekend of last weekend, we have pretty much had a whole bunch of fights come between Friday and Saturday, all combined from ESPN to Showtime to DAZN to ESPN. And with that, you know, we definitely have the undisputed women's middleweight championship. The women showing how to really do it. But from that point, we also got Vasiliy Lomachenko. He's fighting Anthony Crolla. Another title. Well, I don't even think it's a title. Gilberto Ramirez, I don't know if he's defending on it. We'll look into it. But in addition to that, we got Sergiy Derevyanchenko underneath the Peter Quillin card against Caleb Truax. That would be an eliminator. Chris Colbert, Money Powell, Joey Spencer. Talk about tons of prospects on the FS1 card. In addition to that, we also will see some heavyweights, some newer heavyweights televised on Showtime underneath that Claressa Shields undercard. And if you got the DAZN, you got Jaime Munguia and Diego De La Hoya, family member of Oscar De La Hoya, a person who holds a win against Oscar Valdez in the amateurs. We'll break all these cards down and have some fun. Maybe even give you some predictions and what would be maybe a preview to the betting shows, because you guys like to make money, right? We like to make money. That's what we do. So let's start this show, man.
Well, where do we start? On top of the list, we obviously have Showtime's card with Claressa Sheilds versus Christina Hammer. It's going to be 10 rounds for IBF, WBA, WBC, WBO women's middleweight undisputed unification. I'm going to just take shots at the three of you. Mike, Ron, and Akan, not here right now, but I think he used that analogy earlier, like how the women got it right. How is it that the women are able to unify before the men? And it's like, bro, stop it. Like, come on. It's in-house. Like, it's in-house. Crawford unified and became undisputed because it was in-house. When it's easy, it's easy. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I mean that in a sense that when fights are easy to put together, they'll be put together. For the women, they need this. Yes, we haven't seen an undisputed heavyweight in a long time, but for women, this is like moving the needle. This is bringing awareness to the sport for them.
Let me interject real quick.
Go for it.
Even though fights are in-house, doesn't mean they're necessarily easy to make. Look at Amir Khan, Kell Brook hasn't got made, but Kell Brook wants it. And another fight that I had right on top of my head that I'm forgetting about right now. Oh yeah, my guy, Terrence Crawford wanted Manny Pacquiao. Damn, that didn't happen either. Errol Spence won Manny Pacquiao. Damn, that's not happening. So just because it's in-house, people got to actually agree to fight each other.
Yeah, but in-house is a lot easier to make. It's just that simple. It's a lot easier to make.
Well, I'll definitely say this. With that statement, of the women showing what the men, should be doing, it's just a simple fact that if there is some type of negotiations, problems, no problems, very simple, they did it. And that's the whole concept. They came to terms. And sure, I agree that the women division, the women in boxing has never been glamorized. So for this, it's kind of more like they need to do this. Why wouldn't they do this? They need to have some sort of event, a Super Bowl, an undisputed fight to bring some attention. So as much as that we can also give them credit, I get that we can bash them, but I'm just happy that it's happening as a fight fan, and I can appreciate what this means for boxing and women boxing.
I'm not bashing. I just don't want the comparison. Like, stop saying, oh, they did what the men couldn't do. No, it's harder. There's less women boxers, less women boxer promoters,
and less money.
Less people to just negotiate with. There's so many more boxers on the male side. It's difficult.
I think it's also less money involved. I think that if this was like a tremendous, humongous money-making fight, we could probably see difference. So maybe one day the women divisions can get to the point like that, but not have the problems that the men have because of the amount of money.
If this was Ronda Rousey, if she had success in her fight, didn't lose that girl Nunez, ended up coming to boxing because she dealt with a boxing trainer, that would be a super fight. That would be a fight where it's like, whoa, it's hard to make because it's Rousey. But bro, in-house, two people signed to the same promoter, like, we know it's gonna happen.
Well, I definitely agree with you in the sense of it's way easier to make this fight, but definitely have to tip their hats off because they didn't have to sign these fights. They didn't have
let me just kill Mike real quick while it's on the tip of my tongue. Get everything right.
Go ahead.
He tried to use Manny Pacquiao and Terrence Crawford, two dudes that got hella options. You know what I mean? Two dudes that graced the pound for pound list, two dudes that been prospects of the year, two dudes that just on the tip of every writer's tongue. He wants to compare that to Claressa Shields and Christina Hammer, like they got options. Like Hammer could say, you know what, I don't want to unify with Claressa, so I'm gonna go fight Earl Spencer. No, he can't go. Christina Hammer can't turn around and fight Badea Crawford. All right, it's not gonna happen. So like that's why this is happening, because they have nowhere else to go. Like, do you think all of a sudden Alicia Napoleon is a bigger name than Hammer and Shields? No, that's why she's not in this fight.
She actually won her fight on Roy Jones Jr.'s, I think, UFC fight passed the other day, like 2 days ago. So shout out to her. But go on, Ness.
No, I was just murdering Mike, but I guess he's dead. No heartbeat.
He just over there with no
Hey,
pulse.
man, I'm just listening, man. That's just, yeah. But yeah, break down real quick. I think Christina Hammer has a tremendous jab. She has a nice punch selection, and she has good boxing technique, and it seems like she has good ring IQ. And when we watched her fight against Tori Nelson, a common opponent with Claressa Shields, we seen that she had a good gas tank too. So going into the fight, I think she's going to try to work behind that jab, and it's going to be on her if she's able to keep Claressa's pressure off her. And Claressa's last fight, I could see more boxing, like not just going out there trying to get the big knockout. She was working behind a jab, and I think that's directly tied to the acquisition of John David Jackson. So I think it's going to be a damn good boxing match, and it's going to be a chess match too. But I'm going with the home team, Claressa Shields, all the way.
One thing I would say, I went to the media luncheon the other day, and shout out to them. They actually treated the media very well. But John David Jackson was there, Claressa was there, the whole squad, Tom Loeffler. And when I was asking Claressa and John, they definitely emphasized that this was an extremely tough training camp. We've heard many times that Claressa sparred with men. It was verified that she was sparring men in this fight. She was feeling very confident in this training camp. She came out saying that this is the most intense. She feels strong. She really put a lot of work in it, and seeing the fact that they really treated this as like a big super fight, rightfully so, for women in boxing. They did the all access, and you guys can see there's a 2-part on YouTube series, and she emphasizes that she only had one bag of chips of Doritos, and by the end of training camp, that's it. Like, you only got this one. So I saw a different side of these two women fighters, like Hammer. I saw her running in the snow. These girls really look like they are ready to fight. Now, there's always this looming thing about women boxing that you traditionally don't see knockouts, but I think that they're going to at least attempt to make the knockouts if they don't happen. They're really going to give it all out, and I'm going to favor Claressa just simply because of the fact that I'm just going off the aggression that she's going to bring in this fight. And I know that Hammer has probably the best jab in that division. Maybe you can argue Claressa, but if she can get past Hammer's jab, I think Shields is going to bring a lot of pain in the inside. If Hammer can keep Shields from a distance, I can see this just being a big boxing exhibition. And so I'm going to go with Shields because I think eventually he's going to get past that jab. And
I want to give a big shout out to Showtime, you know what I'm saying, doing the all access, the 2-part, and the little sit down with, I forget his name, but that was tremendous. Also really pushing the women's boxing on the forefront and marketing in the right way.
Now, real quick, I also just want to say, I think a lot of people is also going to bring up the fact that the smaller girl of Hannah Gabriel's dropped Claressa Shields. So this fight is also going to show that maybe Claressa just got hit with a good shot, or there is some defensive flaws with her fighting style. So I think this fight's going to answer a lot of questions, because I think Hammer did Tori Nelson better than Claressa did, and we all know styles makes fights. So in this case, it's going to be interesting.
I just don't think Hammer has that type of power, though. I know Claressa went down, but we watched the Tori Nelson fight on Film Study Tuesday, and I was impressed thoroughly with her boxing, but I ain't really see no power. She landed a lot of shots, and Nelson never stopped coming forward.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with that being said, we're definitely going to see who hits harder. We definitely see that there's really not this overwhelming height difference between the two. Their shoulders definitely are side by side. Hammer's slightly a little taller, but from that point, I'll be there. I'll be at the fight.
Who you got, Ness? Okay, I guess Ness is gone.
I'm scared to pick, man.
So what, are you scared to pick?
Listen, Claressa is the hometown fighter. She's the favorite. She's done what Hammer's done in less time. But Hammer can box, and she boxes well. She boxes tall without keeping her chin out there. She shoots some good shots on the inside. I'm interested in this fight. You know, I want to see what's gonna happen. But I'll pick Claressa by decision, obviously.
Okay. In the co-main event, we got Jermaine Franklin versus Rydell Booker in a 10-round heavyweight matchup. Isn't Jermaine Franklin with Salita, right?
Yes, sir.
Have you seen him yet in the gym?
I seen what they showed on Showtime. They did a feature on him.
Yeah, I seen that too. That was pretty good. That was pretty dope. Okay, that's the guy. Okay, put a face with the name.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's funny though. Let's not gloss over. I wanted to actually do a show on it because I think in the production they thumbs it down. I was like, damn. I wanted to like talk about him on the morning show, introduce the world to this new heavyweight and stuff. And he's talking cash shit, right? But he don't got that body. I want to see him Saturday with no shirt off because I swore I seen a gut, and he's like talking like he works so hard. I don't know. I'm not saying either from a nitpicking point. I'm looking for inspiration. Like, damn, champ, could you be great with a stomach? Because I want to be great with a stomach.
I mean, we've seen it with so far with Adam Kornacki. You know, I mean, he's doing it.
You got Big Baby Miller. You got Babyface Assassin.
You can't really say Big Baby Miller though. I mean, even though he's bigger, he's not like the stomach guy.
But you got Adam Kornacki, who's kind of like, you know, a bigger guy. Andy Ruiz is trimming down.
Ruiz too, but he's trimming down also, man. I think he's back pretty soon too.
And Salito also told me that Miller is at the smallest that he's ever been so far in training camp. So,
told y'all this morning, don't sleep on Miller, man. He coming for AJ Head. Sorry, Ryan.
No, it's all good. I agree. Which heavyweight were we talking about, though? I just want to make sure that you're talking about Jermaine Franklin. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. There's also another heavyweight that's also going to be on there, Otto Wallin. He's a Swedish fighter.
Okay.
20 wins, no losses, 13 by stoppage. And I think he's ranked in the top 10 within one of the sanctioning bodies. So I've never actually got a chance to see him. He's 28 and would be the first time. So this is definitely going to be something where I'm really interested because there's all these heavyweights, and they even brought a vintage heavyweight back on this. He brought Mr. Samuel Peters, WBC champions, Who Neck. He will be on the undercard. At the age of 38, the Nigerian Nightmare will be back on this card. And I'm why?
I mean, be honest with you.
You know why? Because they
Jermaine Franklin or Otto Wallin gonna get him.
They need to feed him. Like, come on, man. Y'all gotta understand how this works. Ron, if you turn into a fighter, what we gonna do? Put you in there with Bud Crawford, or we gonna, warm you up?
100%.
Test that right quick.
You gotta build your confidence, man. You start beating old legends like Samuel Peters, you start believing your own hype.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't tell you the last time I've seen Samuel Peters minus those like back in the days, Who Neck moment, wanted Klitschko type of stuff.
At least the last thing to go was power. He catch you out.
Yeah, I need
he dropped Vladimir like 3 times, right?
I remember it was kind of like a war. I mean, I'm just trying to remember what happened to his career. Like, I need to go back look.
You start making that money, man. You start eating good. You start forgetting how to train hard.
I'm just like, what?
He never trained hard. Like, he was always short, fat, out of shape heavyweight that had a big punch.
And then he won a title. Oh shit!
He won a title.
Brian said he won a title.
No, he was what was it? He's like, I'm the WBC. Come on, man. Everyone knows when he won that NABF or something.
Oh, okay.
He was like, I'm the WBC.
I seen that clip, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody knows that clip. He's fought for tons of different times. He fought both the Klitschkos. He's one of the few. He fought Olev. Actually, I think he stopped Olev. Yeah.
Olev.
He stopped Olev Maskev. And then that's how he got the Klitschko fight. Then he lost to Eddie Chambers.
I don't know Olev, bro. Only Olev I know from Shrek.
But this guy, man.
Olaf.
Yeah, Zilly Zhang still has visa issues, man.
Really?
He hasn't signed a matchroom yet. Nah. Yeah.
So he's not. Is he in the States though?
Now, last I heard, he's still over there.
Oh shit!
Oh, they said James Toney happened. Samuel Peters fought James Toney. I can't even remember.
Damn.
Yo, he did.
That's probably a good fight to do a film study on.
He beat James Toney twice, man.
Man, nigga, James Tony could box, nigga.
Hey, I'm looking at his box rec right now. He lost to Pulev in 2016. He got stopped by Pulev.
He did get stopped by Pulev. Yeah, you're right.
Damn.
Oh, yo, we can go ahead and move on. We got
Pulev just used them not too long. You're right.
Yeah, he did.
That shit was shocking to me. I was like, whoa.
Over in Bulgaria, nigga. He was hitting him behind the head and shit. But yeah, we got a title fight. Elena Gradinar versus Brenda Karen Carabajal in a 10-round vacant IBF women featherweight title fight. I just feel like that who
the fuck is that guy?
I feel like since it was a title fight, we should definitely mention it and give those women their just due. Big ups to those before we move on from that card. Do you guys want to?
I think it's an interim, right? It's an interim.
No, not a vacant. Vacant, man. I did my research. Came from all these fights came from ESPN.
Okay.
So yeah, they're fighting for a featherweight title at 126, I believe, right? Featherweight is 126. So yeah.
Wait, we're talking about the ESPN card?
No, that's Showtime, man.
And who is it? Elena
Gradinar versus Brenda.
That's an interim. I'm looking right at it.
Okay, well, hey, why say vacant then? So it's a vacant interim?
I don't know, man.
That's crazy.
Same thing. Second tier belt. Oh no, vacant's not second this year, bro. Ignore me, man. All right, let's move on.
It's not an interim. So it's not an interim title.
It isn't. It says interim on box rec right here. You said vacant. They're obviously not the same thing. I said it. I need to correct myself. They're not the same thing.
All right, on to the what you call it? What Lotech? What's his name? Like his little nickname? Lomachenko?
High tech?
Yeah, high tech. I said my bad, Lomachenko. No disrespect.
Hey yo, they saying in the chat that Tom Little's fighting Zalil Bang. That get the fuck out of here.
Tom Little ain't fighting Zilly Bang.
O2 London.
That's crazy.
I'm checking right now.
Beat the shit out of Tom Little.
He ain't scheduled to fight. And Tom Little got knocked out his last fight. Damn, he ain't fought in the year.
Yeah, but Vasiliy Lomachenko is facing Anthony Crolla in a 12-round for Lomachenko's WBA and WBO title. Bob Arum has some things to say about this.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Didn't really think it was worth putting on. And he was really kind of agitated that they had to, I guess, overbid that much. Cause I think Lomachenko's on paper like getting like 1.2, but his like guarantee is like 3 something, and Carla's getting like 300,000. So big ups for Lomachenko. They over there are getting on paper a lot of money. But yeah, I don't really see much resistance coming from Anthony Crolla. He lost twice to Jorge Ramirez, and I really think that Lomachenko is going to stop him. I just don't know when. But I think it's definitely not going to go the distance. I think it's too many angles, too many punches, too much speed, and too much just better overall boxing is going to come from Vasiliy in this fight. But definitely is a good, like, stay ready, stay busy kind of fight for him.
For this particular fight, if you're just like a Lomachenko fan and you're zooming in here and you really don't know the history of this, I know Lomachenko, he was originally set up to fight Richard Comey for a unification fight. They had like a mandatory situation where Crolla was next in line. Obviously, when you get unifications, well, they're both, they tend to trump the mandatories. In this case, Richard Comey was injured, so now they had to go with Crolla. Now the fight will be on ESPN Plus. So at this point, like Mike said, he lost to Jorge Linares twice, who Lomachenko was beaten. And at this point, I think for this particular fight, a lot of people have looked at Lomachenko and seen him to be this guy who's tend to slow down a little bit from the quote unquote vintage Lomachenko, where he was making everybody stop by them quitting in the corner, to now having some adversity, being dropped in a fight, going the distance with Pedraza, someone who Gervonta Davis has stopped and been rivals who want to fight with each other. So Anthony Crolla is a person where I think that he needs to have an impressive performance, a stoppage, a statement, just to kind of shut a lot of the critics, because you're only good as your, not last fight, but maybe your last 2 fights. And there was a lot of holes that people felt in those 2 fights. So this is a fight where he just has to look like Lomachenko, high tech, move around, make him quit, drop him, whatever it takes, so that he can proclaim to be this pound for pound fighter many writers put. Other than that, I think if he struggles with Crolla, he's going to be dropping on that list, and I think rightfully so. So I picked Lomachenko. Stoppage. Well, I'm gonna flip the coin, land it on heads, stoppage. But yeah, that's my pick. What do you think, Ness?
I'm not watching that fight.
Ness over here eating this shit, man. This nigga
Ness
ain't got
is
the
like,
camera on,
forget
man.
that.
You know, man, this is like terrible motherfucking radio right now, man. Or broadcasting on YouTube from Ness and Ron. No camera on. These guys can't see what these guys are talking about. Ness is over there all fucking quiet and
I
shit.
didn't know my camera was on. Hold up.
Oh, okay. Okay,
look
B.
at
Oh, here we go, nigga.
Oh.
Nah, yeah, man. I mean, you talking about shit ain't nobody watching, bro. Like, I'm sorry. You trying to be politically correct. Ain't nobody
I'm definitely gonna check out that Lomachenko
on
fight,
Friday, man.
It's on Friday night, man.
And
nigga.
I'm paying this damn
I'm doing a
ESPN
live fight.
Plus.
Yeah,
my man is a minus 6,000, bro. Like, man, nobody got time for
you're
that.
minus 6,000?
Time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm gonna do a live fight chat on it, man.
What?
Yeah, Vasiliy might do some numbers.
What?
Shit, Chris and shit. You
Why
fuck
did
around.
my ass go decision? I was gonna save it for the betting show, but
Don't do it.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut now.
Hey,
Yeah,
but
man, don't give away free money.
so they put on ESPN Plus though. So is that signifies that it's a fight that they don't care about? So it goes to the platform.
No. You remember they got more money on ESPN, so they got to give my man them dollars.
I remember what Bob said. All his fighters will at least fight one time a year on ESPN Plus. So maybe this is only one time. But yeah, we can go ahead and move on. Gilberto Ramirez versus Tommy.
Wilding right now, man.
Versus Tommy Karpency. 10 rounds like heavyweight. So apparently Gilberto is gonna go up and test the waters out at 175.
Yo, we gotta definitely do a motherfucking betting show tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man, we definitely gonna
Look,
do
I know
tomorrow.
I know you're playing devil's advocate, I can see, but I just want to let everyone know Karpency's been a dude that's been stopped by every probably name that you heard of in that division.
Yo, that top ranked
Save it.
gonna be Fuego.
Save it. But yeah, man, Monday through Thursday for me, I'm not going to the gym tomorrow. Got some things to sort out. Yeah, so I'll be around for the betting show if you want to knock that out before you go to the gym, or if you got to push it back.
Yo, I say we do it before the gym then.
I'm not saying I'm not going to the gym, so it's entirely on you. You can push your gym back to 12 or 1, and we can do it right after the morning show. But yeah, we'll talk about it.
Look, I got Zerto winning. I'm just confused on what the fuck he's doing in his career because he's moving up. He still got his belt.
Then he had a picture with fucking Calvin Smith and Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum, so
Kicking it, and then Billy Joe Sanders is like, yeah, man, I'm going for the belt and gonna be here, and then I'm fighting him, and they're gonna be like, psych. He's like, what? Yeah, just Zerto should win this fight, man. And if he doesn't, man,
None of y'all don't know Tommy Karpency. That's why y'all talking like that, you bunch of bums.
he's been stopped by everybody, man.
Oh yeah? Who didn't he stop though? Who didn't he stop? Who he upset? Who he made a TBV family member 1,000 in?
You talking about the Chad Dawson fight, right?
Right. Someone in our family won $25,000.
We talked about that on the card. Right?
Wait, was it 25,000 or something?
It was Chad Dawson, man. This dude was not supposed to beat Chad Dawson.
Exactly. And he ain't supposed to be Ramirez. And guess what? Ramirez, you know what? Betting show, man.
How many years ago?
Ramirez by decision is my pick.
How many years ago was it though?
Ramirez by decision is my pick, man. If you want more details on Karpency, you know where to find me.
Already, Nest Cafe has spoken. Mike Alvarado versus Arnold Barboza Jr. I just feel like it was Mike Alvarado.
Also a top prospect though.
I believe. I think.
Beat up my man Alvarado?
I don't think he was. I think. No, I think he is a top prospect, and now Mike is like somebody's gonna get fair to him.
That's what I'm saying. Let me.
Yeah, Arnold's undefeated last time I checked.
Yeah, I looked at Mike's thing. I'm like, can Mike get upset?
He ain't got no power though, man.
Exactly.
And Mike is just like that. Brandon Rios getting in your face. This could be on some what's it, Humberto Serto kind of shit. Run you down.
He beat Mike Reed. Damn, that's crazy. He beat Mike Reed.
How many knockouts
too, yo. I think they dropped Mike Reed.
How many knockouts does Barboza Jr. get? Does he got some pop?
I mean, knockout, he got 7. I'm going with damn, bro. Alvarado. You just don't know what's up with Alvarado, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he might have a Soto moment in him, bro.
Years old, yo. 235 rounds box.
He's on wars.
He's on a little run, but I mean, they not versus the names you want to see, and he's in wars with them dudes too. You know, if Arnold is any good, he gets this win. I don't know that he can. I mean, look, it's been a long time since he's lost, and he's only lost to elite level fighters. Once upon a time, when he did fight Rios, elite level. Juan Ma, definitely elite. Ruslan, elite. You know, he didn't really lose to anybody else. Those are the names. So I'm going to give Alvarado the benefit of the doubt, man. I don't know Barboza, man. Or, yeah, it is Barboza.
Yeah, I mean, and
I respect it because we last week we just seen one of those top prospects get upset in the meme machine. So and we seen thanks to Ness again, Ness Cafe, my guy what's the guy's name?
Calling him Ness Cafe.
I mean, I'm just fucking with him. What's the guy's name that won everybody some money a couple weeks back, Ness? To this day.
Patrick Day.
Yeah.
That was a bookie mistake though.
I don't know. It probably was a bookie.
That was a bookie mistake.
But somebody had to recognize it, and that's Cafe definitely recognized it. So be a big ups to him. Yeah, Ron, go ahead. Mike Alvarado.
I mean, this is definitely one of those like prospect versus a veteran, a very seasoned veteran, and it's just seeing so many wars. Is he shot worn, or is just his pressure, his relentlessness just gonna be too much for the up and comer? Like we just saw Luis Collazo. He just fought someone I think 2 fights ago, where like people didn't expect him to win. He came in and schooled this guy.
And we just seen David Avanesian in school, one of Lou DiBella's top prospects.
And we all know at this point a record of 20 wins and only 7 KOs. And a lot of his KOs was in the beginning of his career versus the later half. It's just one of those things where he's gonna have to box a UD. I don't really see him stopping Mike, and Mike's gonna have to just Mike Alvarado.
He don't know but one thing.
And his record, man, at the time, Brandon Rios was that dude at that time. Losing to like who was it? You said Marquez. He's also lost to Marquez.
So he lost no bum.
I mean, that's solid, man. And Ruslan, that was like Ruslan was killing people, man. So like this is gonna be an interesting fight, man. And if Arnold can beat Mike Alvarado,
it's always upsets, man. I'm telling you, every weekend, man, somebody gonna get upset, bro. Just fucking laws of nature, I guess, man. He try to match them up. We seen my guy Elms go with a guy named Paul Butler, who was supposed to be this top prospect over in England. Got in the ring with a journeyman cruiserweight, got his ass knocked out. So matchup mistakes happen, man.
Yo, come on, B. Didn't Butler lose the war like 10 years ago and shit?
That's a new Butler, bro.
Oh my God.
Now, real quick, I just want to highlight something. I've never seen this before. When you go to BoxRec and you look at the events on the ESPN card, they are advertising here. Click here to start your free trial of ESPN Plus and watch Lomachenko versus Crolla. Interesting. There are going to be a lot more ads on that damn site.
That's big. Well, yeah. I mean, you got to pay the bill somehow. You know what I'm saying? So, we can go ahead and move on to what's on the card before we wrap it up. Alexander Besputin versus Alfredo Blanco. I know Besputin is like another one of those top up and comer, well, not amateurs, but prospects that Top Rank has. So I haven't seen him fight yet, so I'm kind of interested because he is a welterweight. So this might give me a gauge of how good he is. I think he has a little bit of pop too.
A side for me.
Yeah, I'm not picking. I ain't picked the last fight. I don't know these niggas like that.
So we can move on. What's the next one?
Oh, Fox Sports 1, baby.
Woo, yo, this card is fire, bro.
Yeah,
I wanted to
shit
go
right here, baby. This shit right here.
This is a prospect galore right here, man.
Not even that, man. It's a good fucking main event to me.
But there's some good fights on here. But it's just the fact that if you're just itching to learn about some of these new guys, man.
And when is this one? Saturday?
Yeah.
Yes, all 3 of these motherfuckers Saturday. Oh, well, yeah, 3 of them Saturday.
Loma's on Friday.
PBC and motherfucking DAZN.
I'll get some TV time.
Ah, man. So
he got TV time last time.
He was at the bottom of the list, so I just like happened to see his name, so I put him on there. But we can start from the top. Caleb Truax versus Peter Quillin, 12 round IBF middleweight eliminator. Okay, I didn't read the shit I was copying and pasting. Okay. IBF, Caleb Plant is the IBF champion, so hopefully, you know what I'm saying, all prayers and condolences to him. Hopefully, everything is going good with him. But yeah, Peter Quillin and Caleb Truax. I am going to lean. Well, let me do a breakdown first.
You said you was picking tracks, man.
I was. Damn, can I motherfucking build up to my pick, or you just gonna give it away?
Yo, that was super
I'm picking Truax. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
you gave it away on another show. It ain't like you told me this.
It don't matter. The same 177 listen right now don't mean it's the same 177 that were listening last time. And if you are listening right now, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. If you want to go one step farther and check out some boxing this weekend on the Zone, check out the link in our description box and go ahead and sign up for your first month free and $19.99 a month after that. But back to the show. Yeah, man, Caleb Truax, man, last couple fights with James DeGale. I know it was against worn out James DeGale, but both fights were pretty close, and I think you maybe could get him denied in both fights. And he came back against somebody on a Minneapolis card that didn't get televised. But I just think he's been at the division longer. Has a little bit more pop than Peter Quillin. We'll see, but I'm leaning towards Caleb Truax in his hometown of Minneapolis.
And this is a hometown fight, isn't it? Wow. Yeah. Could the promotion be against Quillin?
We'll see, man. I definitely know that.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be like straight up and down with this fight.
I wanted to comment on one thing, and I'll piggyback a little bit off what Mike's saying about this and being Minneapolis. This is just a really interesting thing that they're having a ton of fights over there. Like, I feel like every other month there's a fight over there, and they're building up a whole bunch of stuff. They did a little countdown also on this for FS1. They did a countdown on Lomachenko fight, the all access on the women's fight. You know, this is actually dope that they're doing all these type of things, because for a lot of people who don't follow Peter Quillin, wouldn't know that he's back. Well, he's with Sosa. He's with Big Baby Miller's trainer, Chris Colbert's trainer, and he's over here training in New York, opposed to being out in Virgil Hunter. So shout out to them for taking the time and building these type of fights. But I think I'm going to go with Peter Quillin on this, man. I just think that from seeing Peter Quillin in his previous kind of fights in the 160, he's always made his claim that, you know, he had weight issues or he didn't feel as comfortable there. You know, he missed weight before one of his title shots and definitely had some layoffs and some complications. But at 168, he seems very happy. He seems more focused. A lot of the craziness that seemed to happen in his life is behind him. I think that he understands that at this part of his career that he can't mess around. So I think he's took that break, he relaxed, and now he's ready to go. And I think he looked healthy when I saw him in the gym. So I'm gonna go with Peter Quillin.
Yeah, based off I just wasn't too impressed off Peter Quillin's last fight with Jalen Love.
Yeah, well, I'm going with Peter Quillin. They're both they're equally matched up. I believe Quillin is the favorite and should be the favorite. But they're equally matched up. I mean, they're the same age. Does Peter have? He has significantly less amount of rounds boxed, but that's because he has a higher knockout percentage. He's only been in this 2 unanimous decision kind of stretch before, but it was higher level opposition. It was Winky Wright, you know, that.
Yeah, one thing real quick, Caleb Truax only losses are 2, I believe. Jermaine Taylor back in his prime.
That was a draw.
Okay, well, lost, draw, whatever.
Won that fight, Mike.
Okay, but what even better run? Like shit, he damn near got a questionable draw with Jermaine Taylor, so that's even fucking better for him. And with James Gale, which again is a fucking questionable ass draw, and there's one more.
You're looking at his losses, and
that's like very top of the.
Yeah, but look at some of his wins, right? So let's go into tracks, right? So starting from the end, obviously,
I mean, what is it? This is kind of like a who outworks who kind of fight, right? Truax is definitely like a busy fighter.
Man, if you think it falls into that, then you got to give Truax a better shot at winning. I think he lets his hands go more than Quillin. I think Quillin right now is still in a stage where he's trying to find himself. You know, he was a puncher, and we're not seeing that. Like I said, he's been in this 2 unanimous decision stretch before, but it was Winky Wright and Hassan and Dom. You know, these 2 guys, it's like J. Leon Love and I think Dashawn something. You know, I don't know. He's gonna have to step up to the plate. But I wanted to talk about some of the wins that Truax actually did get. So he knocked out Keandre Leatherwood, you know, which good to hear that he stopped him. Derek Ennis, the brother of Javon Ennis, it went a UD. All right, and you know that's what Derek Ennis is. Asi Duran. Wow, you know, a lot of people know him. I mean, Duran 4 years ago, was he in shape? Was he in his prime? And Trax got a decision draw. You know, he got a draw. Donovan George, I'm impressed that he knocked out Donovan George. You know, George was a tough fighter. Impressed that he knocked out Michael Walker, another tough little journeyman, you know. But he's got a draw with some dude named Phil Williams I've never heard of. But Antoine Eccles, another dude, another UD. So I'm just saying, man, if he can even pull it off, it's gonna be by decision. But he just hasn't beat that level of a Peter Quillin outside of James DeGale, outside of that one time. So I got to believe that Quillin has been here longer and he will be here again, and I'm going to pick Quillin. So, yeah.
We got 2 for Peter Quillin and 1 for Caleb Truax. You know what I'm saying? On to the co-main event.
I would say I'll take Sergiy Derevyanchenko. You know, don't know much of Jack Culcay other than when he fought Demetrius Andrade. Very bad, boring, corny fight. So hopefully Derevyanchenko can make it look better.
And he fought Selecki also too. Yeah, I think he had a solid amateur background though. I think he was like at the Olympics or had some Olympic trials. So, but that's about it. I think Sergiy Derevyanchenko put a hell of a great fight with Danny Jacobs. I even think a lot of people felt some type of way of Danny Jacobs should have got like a draw or something with that. So Sergey's trained by Andre Rozier, the same trainer as Danny Jacobs. I think Sergey's just gonna win, man.
Yeah, I think Sergey's probably gonna win this, but won't be surprised if Jack goes in there and forces Sergey Henry a little bit and makes a fight out of it. He's on primetime American television, and there's something to be said about that. Maybe he wants to make a name for himself. And
was that true? Someone said Culcay, I can't even say his name, made Andrade wobbly. Is that true?
He dropped him one time.
I know that people were not impressed with the Culcay win from Andrade. I can't remember all the details. What I'll say is that Deontay was right when he said in that interview that sometimes it's better for you to lose. You get more opportunities because look at Culcay, man. He just keeps getting opportunities. Now he's being brought to the U.S. for some U.S. TV time. On the undercard is Chris Colbert taking on Mario Birinos. Never heard of Birinos, but I know that when I check the betting line, Chris is huge favorite.
But
pay the bills.
But damn, man, like I would say Chris Colbert is fighting dudes with like tons of fucking wins every time.
Tons of experience, man.
Like Chris Colbert is 10-0, and he's fighting a guy that's 29-8-2. Now I know you look at a record of 8 losses, but for a dude who's on his 11th fight and he's fighting a guy with that many fights and that many damn wins that early,
it's either like Chris Colbert is fighting like top prospect at the top prospect, or a guy that has a lot of fucking experience
or winning records, man. I think
this guy is a common opponent. That's why I knew this face. Scott Quigg just fought this guy. Scott Quigg just knocked this guy out.
Just knocked him out?
Yeah,
Knocked
fresh.
him out October 20th of 2018.
Fresh knockout.
If this nigga go in there and knock him out too, that's going to say a lot about him. I know him. He don't got the power, but he's still young, and there's something to be said about a kid who's still young, still hasn't necessarily developed that manpower yet. So be patient with Chris, man. I think later on, when he start moving forward and get older, he's going to develop a lot more strength.
I gotta sign in because this dude fought Orlando Lara, and it's like, whoa, fucking Erickson Lubin. I mean, Jorge Lara didn't. Oh no, Jorge Lara. Okay, I'm thinking Orlando Lara, right? Who did Jorge Lara fight?
He fought Jose Rojas.
Yeah, he just got knocked out by Marado too.
He had like a draw with Rojas. That's what I remember.
Okay.
So, I mean, this guy's been in there, with some people, lost to some people. So we'll see what Chris Colbert does. But I know that when I checked, huge favorite. Huge, no money in there favorite.
I mean, Bookie recognized skill. I mean, one thing
that minus 6,000, bro. That's crazy.
I'll tell you this though. I was at the last Chris Colbert fight, and a lot of times people criticize him for not knocking people out or just being a way more superior boxer and dodging and moving.
But he
was in the pocket all night. His last fight, and I'll tell you, that was very impressive to see him just slug it out in a way where he took minimal punishment and gave a lot out, and he just sat on the ropes and was in the corner. I like that, man, and I like that Chris Colbert's taking a lot more risk and more of these type of exciting type of moments without getting hit as much. But this opponent, obviously, we'll see what he'll do with him.
Moving on, we got Darren Price versus Lewis.
Can you believe that he's still ranked 472 in the world on BoxRec?
Who?
Chris Colbert.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of here. You playing.
Nah, word up. In the world, like he's 62 in America, but in the world, he's ranked 472.
He shouldn't even be 62 in America. Damn.
What the hell? That's fucking low as shit.
It's 61 niggas better than Chris right, man. Get the fuck out of here.
That's kind of disrespectful.
That kind of.
In his weight class, yeah, this. I mean, I don't know who though. To be honest, these names I just clicked it. These names look crazy, and they records but they on par though. I mean, Chris got 10 wins, and these names are on par. Look, oh shit, Gabriel Flores Jr. is ranked above him.
How much?
What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. I think their system probably need to be like updated or something. I mean, it's probably like a little bit.
They need to reboot their computer.
Yes.
They got Chris Colbert at 62, number 62.
In the world?
In the world, but for whatever reason, when in America, in America.
Damn, that she's making everybody confused.
But you said Gabriel Flores ain't that much higher than him.
In America, Gabriel Flores is one notch above him.
What's he in the U.S.
17, though? And Gabriel Flores is actually one notch above him in the world too.
They disrespecting these young fighters, man.
I don't know, man. That's crazy.
Tommy Brandt, who the fuck is that? My man got 19 losses and he ranked above them.
That's crazy, dude.
Yo, BoxRec must have had a glitch though. Keep it real. This don't make any sense. Like my man right here says Ulises Perez is number 455 on BoxRec. Meanwhile, he's 17-11, but he rocking a better ranking. What the fuck is going on?
Both those guys are fighting guys with winning records, like solid winning record, or a lot of fights. Gabriel Flores and Chris Colbert.
I don't know. This is strange, but I'm still going Colbert, man.
Shit, I mean, I hope that didn't dissuade you. Yeah, me too. We have Darren Price versus Luis E. Flores in an 8-round welterweight fight. Don't know who the guys are, but I put them on there anyway. Moving on, Joey Spencer.
Oh, yeah. This dude is from Texas. Yeah. Darren Price, bro.
Yeah.
Hold up. He stopped somebody he wasn't supposed to stop. There it goes right there. Javante Starks. Yep. Yo, and that dude don't even fucking, he ain't even with Heyman no more. Javante Starks was like, he had affiliation Erickson Lubin.
Like hella like Midwest Golden Glove champions, I think I remember.
Wow, look, he beat Highland Williams Jr. too. Good for that bum ass. That dude, I think Highland is Ireland, dude. Let me see. Oh no, who the fuck is this guy? It's a whole nother Highland Williams.
Didn't Starks get shot or something? And like
I heard something like that.
And yeah, like it was shot.
Hernandez, ain't that a common opponent with Robert the Ghost?
Who?
Nope. Andy Vince's.
Big ups to everybody out there in the chat, man. Boxing for IBF. H Money, what's good? Mr. The Zone in the building. We got Chris Maloney out there, man. We got Brandon Maurice. What's going on, man? Fat Apples, what's good? What's going on? Will Shopper.
Bro, I ain't got this fight, man. Damn, bro. I hate this.
I may be on it tomorrow, man. Just gotta wait, bro. Be patient, man. Y'all turn into some goddamn degenerates, man. Joey Spencer versus Osayes Vasquez.
My man be betting on Oreos and shit.
Yeah, which one's gonna come out broken? You're right. But yeah, man, run, take it away, man. Your guy Joey Spencer, man.
Yeah, Joey Spencer, man. He's a highly touted prospect, 154 at the age of 19 by like a week or two ago. Very, very talented kid. He was ranked number 1 in the amateurs, I think under 18, I think in the United States. PBC's pushing him really hard. He got the Prospect of the Year award from PBC, and he's getting a lot of TV time. He's been getting co-mains or on the triple header kind of approach. So we had him on the show a couple of times, and he's very aggressive in his approach on his fighting style. He's knocking these dudes out, 6 wins, 6 by devastating KOs. And, you know, he's definitely in his learning stage on just how to become a professional. I know that, you know, guys like, you know, Chris Colbert has fought some of these guys with really high records, but part of the game of these prospects is just learn how to deal with the lights, deal with the crowd. And I think that's where they're just pushing them. But expect to see like a fun fight. I'm going by knockout, rightfully so, just because, you know, they are putting a lot of money behind this kid.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Joey Spencer is an absolute animal at 154, man. The guy beat the shit out of somebody last time he fought, man. It was very, very impressive. I think he's going to be a problem in the 154 division, and I think the train's going to keep on moving. I don't know the guy who's fought him, but expect for him to be on his ass.
I think this is his first 6-round fight, so he went from 4 to 6 now.
I just want the boxing voice to be like on the.
Oh, look at that.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This nigga back there.
That's his plot.
Right handling business, man. You know what I'm saying?
He's working on the next secret surprise. But yeah.
Moving on to my guy, you know what I'm saying? First name Currency. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We call him Money Powell IV, fighting a guy named Kristen Aguirre. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. No
Money Powell by Slaughter too, man. I like Money Powell as much as I like Joey Spencer.
Take it away, Ron. Go ahead. Let me wait.
No, you take it away, man.
Are you sure? Me? Okay.
Yeah, you go because these are some good ass prospects on this damn card, man. Like this shit makes me happy seeing Money Powell and Joey Spencer and Chris Colbert all on the same card.
And the thing about those two guys, they have a competitive friendship. So I know if Money get a stoppage, Joey gonna want a stoppage, and vice versa. So, yeah, man, I'm very excited to see Money Powell again. I'm glad that we are able to see him fight multiple times in a short span, and I'm glad that Brainstar are putting him on big cards like this card, and letting the world see he had a very, very impressive catch and shoot knockout on the last FS1 card. Well, not last one, but the one that he was on. And yeah, man, I think the world of Money Powell. I think to see a young man invest so much in the body early on, and to see that he has good defense, has good punch selection, and seems to have good power. And he's still growing into his body. So we don't know what division he's really going in. I think he fought like 165 last time.
Yo, that boy is big as
he's big as shit, man.
Like,
so
what the fuck? Every time I see this dude, he's in a new division and he just looks bigger and bigger every time he's in the ring. Like he's gonna fuck somebody up.
He's definitely filling out, man. And I think whatever division he's in, he's gonna be a problem. And I think the power is gonna carry. And yeah, man, he's just one of those young lions, and I'm really excited to see his progression from this year and into the next.
Yep.
But yeah,
he's 21, right? How old is Money?
I think he's
21. So he's older than these. Okay.
Is he 21?
Yeah, I think he is 21. But yo, this is like, you know, I'm scratching my neck right now, man. This is good. I'm got all the prospects on the card. I'm fiending right now.
But yeah, man. And any thoughts on Money before we move on to the?
Look, I like like what you already said. Like, this dude invests to the body. I think that's a great trend I'm seeing with all these prospects. They're all going to the body, man. Like, that's something that a lot of young prospects, they want to come out and do the headshots, the pretty knockouts, which would be, great for highlights and promotional reasons. But I definitely like when I see a young prospect take the time to break their opponent down and then take them to school, because at that point it's only going to do volumes for them in the near future. Upper body movement, defense. I like Money Powell. I always thought highly of him. I think a lot of people seen him on YouTube when his fights overseas. So shout out to everyone on this card.
Definitely big shout out to everybody on that card. And in the words of the great H Money, say the best for last. The zone card. Jaime Munguia versus Dennis Hogan in a 12-round fight for Munguia's WBO middleweight title. I believe Dennis Hogan is the mandatory, right, Ryan?
I believe so. I think they were going to.
Did y'all watch this press conference for this?
Nah.
Yo, come on, man. What's wrong with them? Still. First of all, they was recording through a potato, and they had so many microphone issues. Like, they gave everybody different mics. Oscar's mic, I don't know how. God is big. That's why I didn't change the channel, because Oscar's entire speech was like muffled, distorted. It was ridiculous. Whoever was recording was so zoomed in, it looked like they was recording through a stocking cap. I ain't get it. It was really, really poorly done. I'm telling you, poorly done. Then they had the nerve to do translation. They didn't even zoom out to know who was talking. I mean, bad. But I'll tell you what, when I always call him Jamie. When Jaime came, or they didn't even come because everyone stood sitting. But when they passed him the mic, there was some cheers for him. A lot of cheers. Strong cheers at least.
Ain't the fight down in Monterrey, Mexico?
I
mean, it could be, because it sounded that press conference.
I think it's like on an Azteca kind of vibe.
Yeah, I think he said it's in Monterrey.
It might be, bro, because I'm telling you, the press conference sounded extra Spanish, and it was only 67 people on the stream, so maybe that's what it was. Maybe like I just clicked it because I seen it as recommended, and I didn't notice that was the Spanish version. I don't know, but it felt like a lot of Spanish.
Yep. I got Jaime Munguia in this fight. I don't know much about Dennis Hogan.
I know he lost to Jack Cool. I can't say his last name.
Jack Culcay.
Culcay. I'm just forgetting.
Culcay, yeah.
I know he lost to this dude back in the day. It was like for an interim war boxing. But yeah, I guess this is one of those fights where, eventually at some point you're gonna have to fight your mandatory if you're gonna hold on to a belt. And Jaime Munguia has been very active. He's fought many times with that belt. Hasn't unified. I think a lot of people know why. We feel that maybe he's not ready to fight the other champions or Hurd specifically. But at this point,
man, keep talking about moving up.
You talking about going 160?
Move up to 160. I mean, geez, man, I don't want him at 160, bro. Relax, the zone. Stop it. Let this man just learn. Let him defend his title and let him unify someone in that weight class. Because you go to 160, you got, oh my God, Canelo. Like, they keep bringing up Canelo. I know it could be a marketing thing, but dude, Jaime Munguia is not ready for Canelo, Triple G. I don't think he's ready for Demetrius Andrade, Danny Jacobs, Charlo, like Rob Brandt. I just don't see it, man. He's a strong puncher. I'll tell you this though. This is a very strong, aggressive kid.
How strong is he, Ron? How strong is he? We seen him go 12 rounds with Liam Smith. We seen him go 12 rounds with a guy that you told me he was for sure going to stop a cousin of the monster.
I mean, you're right. I mean, I guess I thought that he was going to stop. They're definitely not related, but
okay, my bad.
They're not related, but yeah, I guess the thing is, you feel that they're serving people Jaime Munguia that he should develop and beat, and you always get this Fernando Vargas feel of this guy where he's very talented, but you just don't want to put him there yet. And them keep talking about putting him at 160. I think it's just like practically just wanting to shoot this kid's career up early, because at some point he's going to lose to one of those guys. I wouldn't pick him against any of those guys.
No, not right now. I think, like you said, the 160, just pump the brakes for right now. I don't think we're anybody on the panel picking Dennis Hogan.
I mean, there's guys that aren't even champions, like Billy Joe Sanders, can come down to 160 and
Billy don't
give
want that smoke
Jaime
no more.
Munguia a boxing lesson, in my opinion. Like, it's just, I think that
Billy
have to be
fighting
very
somebody named Sharif.
they're gonna have to be very selective in how they progress him in 160. And if it's a weight issue and the reason why he can't go in there, well, that's fine. Just be very smart in developing this kid, because I still see flaws in this kid, and that's one of the most deadly divisions out there, in my opinion. So,
in the co-main event, we got Diego De La Hoya versus Enrique Bamanchi in a 10-round featherweight fight. Ain't Diego like the nephew of Oscar? All right, I guess
no, he is. He's like a cousin or some shit, or a nephew. I can't remember.
Yeah. What?
Diego De La Hoya. Is he like the nephew of Oscar?
He's a cousin of Oscar, but yo, he's not. He ain't got that Oscar pedigree, bro.
Okay.
He's highly ranked in like the sanctioning bodies. I know that he's lost, but also beat Oscar Valdez an amateur. So
okay.
he has a.
Is he undefeated?
He's undefeated.
He's undefeated, but is he still with Joel Diaz? I think maybe, like I'm not seeing the improvement in him. Joel's had him for some fights now. Like
maybe he's living off the name, man. Who knows?
I know they were really bigging him up on that first Canelo Triple G.
Hey, who he fighting? Enrique Bamanchi. Do y'all know who the hell that is?
Never heard of this dude.
No.
This is the thing. He's been fighting this level of opponent for a long time, What? He fought Randy Caballero? Get the fuck out of here. Oh, my God. They set my man Randy up.
Who fought Randy Caballero?
How the hell Randy get this? How he get this law? I ain't see this fight.
He fought Diego?
Yeah. That's a good win, man. Randy Caballero and Matador. He was pretty good, man.
This nigga Randy Caballero Matador.
A champ, too. He was a champ of official.
You do realize I remember that. That's the fight I said that they really bigged him up on the Gennady and Canelo undercard. That was the fight.
Oh, the first card or the second fight?
One. The first one.
Bro, how he get this win? I'm gonna have to watch this fight.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Because I
know it was like a straight boxing clinic or something.
Randy had to been moving up. Randy should have been the bigger guy. This don't even make sense.
You don't remember this fight?
Not versus.
Wait. You know what? You were doing a Shivas event, I think, the first time, right? So I don't think you were.
Oh, this was in T-Mobile. Okay.
Yeah, that was the first Gennady Canelo fight. So.
Damn, what was this? Oh my God, but they had him wide. Damn, 9,100. What the 92, 98. They trying to act like my man ain't win no rounds.
I mean, he won two on two judges' scorecard.
Yeah, I think he had a showing up scorecard.
Maybe got some nice check. But we can move on to Patrick Textera versus Mario.
Got knocked out by Curtis Stevens.
Lozano.
They're trying to bring him back like they're bringing Lemieux back. They're trying to bring him
Ryder or some shit, right?
How you bringing Lemieux back on a Canelo card?
I mean, Golden Boy Matchroom, Ryder versus Lemieux. And
what is that?
And it's like an eliminator or some shit.
Yo, Lemieux keep getting fat English muffins too. Didn't he just have the other dude with the sombrero, with the twisty beard?
Yeah, my nigga Spike O'Sullivan.
Twisty mustache having ass.
I'm with the Irish fighter.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Knocked his ass out quick, boy.
Hey, but you know what? I thought everyone was excited because they thought that shit was gonna go to like a war.
I thought it was gonna be a fucking fight, man.
No, that dude
we got
up. That's
why.
Man.
We got sold off the Antoine Douglas knockout that Spike had.
I mean, he was beating the shit out of him. So
yeah, he fucked Antoine Douglas. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was so just in general that
that nigga in the corner. Man, I said, Spike. Is that the same nigga that Chris Eubank fucked up?
That was another one.
Look at how this dude. He said,
I'm just saying because nigga Chris Eubank was. I mean, he fucked Spike up. Uppercut, bop, uppercut, bop. Uppercut, bop.
David Lemieux.
Nigga Spike quit on his goddamn stool. He was getting fucked up so bad. I was like, damn, Spike bounced back good against Antoine Douglas. Then I was like, I don't know why. I just forgot, man. And Lemieux fucked that nigga Spiked up first round. But yeah, that's the end of that card, I believe. On to some notes before we get to the callers.
Notes.
Mikey Garcia versus Eric Morales in an exhibition for charity May 18th. I think it's a good look for Mikey. You know what I'm saying? You bounce back real quick to show the world that, hey, I'm not necessarily
bouncing.
I don't know. Can I finish my point, man? You got plenty of time to come back and say what you guys say. Show the world that you're not ashamed of your loss. You know what I'm saying? You took it on the chin, and you're doing a good thing for charity. You're giving back to the community, and it's boxing. I mean, anything that can promote boxing in a positive way and have Mikey Garcia's face front of it, it's good for boxing, man. So I'm glad to see Mikey out here again and interacting with the public.
Oh, go ahead, Ness. I already know where you're going with this. Evil Ness, man.
It just is not him back. This is an exhibition.
Yeah, I didn't say he was back. I'm just saying he's back out there in the public's eye. You know what I'm saying? Not because we all know.
Cause though.
Yeah, we all know at this charity event he's gonna get a lot of questions that he might not necessarily want to answer. He's gonna get a lot of Earl Spence questions, a lot of Bob Arum, Lomachenko questions, Gervonta Davis questions. There's gonna be a lot of questions bombarded upon Mikey that he might not necessarily want to deal with, but
maybe he does want to do it.
Maybe he does.
That would be amazing. He should do that.
Do what?
Do that, bruh. If he takes some time off, I'm buying it. Yup, I'm buying it. You make Gervonta move up and do another fucking pay-per-view off a loss. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. For real though.
That's a good fight though.
Yo, Gervonta, Mikey. Now we talking, because you know when we talking Mikey Earl. Now he is Nostradamus. You know I told you what was gonna happen there, man.
What you tell her what's gonna happen? I ain't know what was gonna happen here.
Earl was gonna get that win.
But did Mikey get that? I mean, he still won, baby. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, you're right. But I mean, he'll be able to get some money with Gervonta and possibly win if Gervonta don't knock him cold out. Now,
hold on, nigga. Earl couldn't knock him out.
You're right, but this is Mikey moving up, back down.
Talking about some Roy Jones shit. Go up to heavyweight, come back down. Tony Tarver, body ain't right.
Yo, Mikey wasn't muscle bound though either.
You going up, then you coming back down versus Tank.
He needs some milk.
I don't
Mikey
know.
with Snack, baby. Snack gonna have him tip top shape.
Snack said they was gonna have him tip top shape for this fight.
I mean, he went 12, big dog. He ain't bow down. We seen true welterweights bow down.
I wish I would have clipped Bob Arum's audio. Call Mikey a disgrace.
Yeah, Bob, man.
He said he wasn't trying to win.
I swear, Bob is 80-something years old. He don't give a fuck what he say, man.
Bro, that's a healthy 87-year-old.
I'm trying to tell you, bro, he don't give a damn what he say. And right now, you got to respect him. I mean, he has the age, and anything he say, you got to kind of like, hey, take it with a fucking on the chin. Like, hey, it is what it is. You can't really go at Bob.
Listen, man, tell a friend and hit that subscribe button. We're at 100,570, and like, I'm gonna be honest, we slowed down. Like, we hit 100,000. I feel like it was like 2 weeks ago. Like, we need to get these subscribers up. We need those numbers, and numbers translate to bigger, better interviews. You know what I mean? So hit that thumbs up button, share, help with the visibility of the show. Doesn't matter if it's now, later, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. Sharing helps with the visibility of the show. Subscribing helps with us ensure bigger and better interviews.
And speaking of the aforementioned Gervonta Davis, he was in the news. He could be possibly fighting Yuriorkis Gamboa on 7/27 in Baltimore.
You know what? Like,
bruh.
I know Ron is mad at it, but I'm gonna just go ahead and accept it, bro, because like, who isn't doing this? Like, we just seen fucking Brandon Rios go to Mexico versus Humberto Soto. Meanwhile, Jesse's coming back versus him.
Humberto Soto.
Crawford fought David Benavidez with Jack Sparrow's leg.
It's Jose. David with
he don't know what he's saying, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, we've seen this. Look, Arnold Barboza is about to fight Mike Alvarado. So, like, you do this in boxing. You use these names. And because they need this name, who better to have it than Gervonta Davis? I mean, you know what Gervonta's going to do to Gamboa? He's going to do what Crawford didn't, though.
Ooh, there we go.
No. Check it out. Crawford got a beautiful win. Like, top to bottom, he beat the shit out of this dude. but Gervonta might sleep this.
Man, yeah, he gonna fuck him up.
He might sleep because not only is he getting a different version of the one that Crawford beat,
Exactly.
but he hits with conviction, bro. I wish I could punch with that type of animosity that he be.
Man, that nigga hit so hard, bro. The way he hit fucking Hugo was like, nigga, oh man, good God Almighty. They hit me with a baseball bat tonight. Shit. Yeah, Gervonta, man, he's definitely a big puncher, and I just feel bad for Gamboa if this like happens. And I think,
but Gervonta needs this. Think about it, right? Like his big name fight was supposed to be Abner Mares, which is on the same level. Like when you think of Abner, you think of Gamboa, you think of Gervonta beating both of them. So is Abner more cachet? Yes, he is, but they can't give it to him because of his eye. Gamboa still does it. He still does it, when you're talking as a promoter trying to build Gervonta into the next pay-per-view star. Remember, they're thinking of putting him on pay-per-view in 2020 anyways, what he said on his Twitter, right?
Okay. But yeah, Ron, any thoughts, man? Yeah, you're the one that was overly excited for this fight.
No, he didn't like it. He was mad.
I'm being fucking facetious, bro.
Shit all in the chat like, oh, he better not. And I don't really see why not. Like, who's he gonna fight?
What do you mean? Like, we all want him to start unifying. We want him to start.
We want Tevin Farmer.
Do we got the real title?
He don't even. Well, he has the real title, but many people know the storyline, and rightfully so.
Tell the storyline for the people that don't know. Listen right now.
Storyline. How Machado, the real champ, getting slept by his tune-up? Fuck out.
First and foremost, based off the timeline, yo, I don't even know if you can hear that horn. New York. This
nah, man, you cool. Go ahead, roll with it.
But look, all I'm saying is rightfully so, based off the man who beat the man who beat the man. Gervonta technically didn't beat the guy. Now, talent-wise, do I think that Gervonta can get that belt? Easy. So we get to skip that fight. But overall, I just wanted to see some unifications going in that division. Gervonta's been talking about Lomachenko. They've been talking about wanting to move up in weight. I think he's extremely talented. And if he's going to fight someone like Gamboa, hopefully he's going to be busy. That's all I want to say. If he's not fighting the fights we don't want to see, give us 3-4 fights of him, and I'll be cool with that. That's it. If I'm getting him once or twice a year and this is Gamboa, I'm not going to be happy, man. That's all.
Yeah, I gotta start seeing Gervonta more active, especially when he get 1 round knockouts, man. Why not bring him back fucking in 1 month or a month and a half, like they used to do a Mike Tyson back in the day? Really build that fucking star up. Have him knocking guys like the fucking Hugo out first round, then fight Gamboa, knock his ass out first round, then schedule him again. Like start having these guys back to back, man. If he's getting these kind of knockouts and these kind of devastating reels, let the fucking public see him and build him up. Build him up.
Bruh, how is it a dude ranked so high in this division and all his fights have been in fucking Russia, in Mother Russia? So just
Russia got that money, nigga. You ain't heard 4.2.
I hear you, but he ain't even find nobody. Well, yeah, the only name that's notable is Robertson Castellano that I seen, but I was just skimming. But just to clear up, Ron talking about he want unifications, meanwhile not educating the listeners that unifications can only happen when they can happen. Now, Gilberto Church still owes 1 fight the top rank, and not when this other dude ranked number 3, I have no clue how you pronounce his name, is fighting only in Russia. Not when Francisco Vargas is still on the zone. Palmer still with Golden Boy and Matchroom on the zone.
He with Golden Boy too?
And
Palmer with Golden Boy too?
Castillo is the one that knocked out Machado. Yo, and check this out. Machado drops all the way to 12. Cancillo.
How you gonna let him tell you about somebody under 135? Look, a division under 135.
Look, all I'm saying is,
scooting you right now.
I just don't hear these type of fights being negotiated.
And Jamel Herring, they're gonna be fighting in Florida.
He's schooling you right now, man. He got a mandatory, he's saying.
And that's another ESPN.
Ooh, 130? I thought that was your big dog.
Bro, I'm not even listening. I'm not even.
Oh, you ain't. Oh, okay.
I'm really not. Like,
oh damn,
I'm just on this idea of like, let's keep it real. Is Tank Farmer? Are these guys even trying to make the fights? Like, are they even trying? It's just public eye. I don't see any of these guys just doing what Wilder, Joshua, Fury, like at least have some fuckery going on so we can always be like, all right, well, we need the money or
yet though. That's the thing. Like it ain't there yet. They need to keep doing what they doing till it's there. Like
and
right now, everybody thinks Tank beats Farmer, so they're not even.
So
like,
yeah, I get the business, but me, do I want to see
Farmer what he's doing? Listen, the only one that could force this fight is Farmer. He needs to keep showing dominance so that people are like, oh, wait a minute. He's beating Jonah Carl, but like, bruh, you know what I mean? He needs to beat Jonah Carl a little more convincingly, even though it was straight clean on all the judges. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Because he knows, like, we know what he faces when he gets in there with Gervonta. He's going to have to be more than just slick.
Like all I'm saying, as a fight fan, I understand the business, but as a fight fan, am I excited for Tank versus Gamboa? No, I'm not.
I mean, I'm more excited than that than Burchow. I mean, he went life and death with Roman the other day, right? Wasn't that Roman or some shit like that? Old Mickey Roman or Miguel Roman, like the old one too. I'm about to go back and double check this. Watch. Burchow, man. I remember that fight, bro.
Champions fight champions. Let's see
Look,
it, man.
Miguel Roman, bro. My man got 72 fights, champ.
So, but I'm saying, you're more excited to see Gamboa versus Miguel Burchow? I'm just asking that.
I just think that Gamboa and Gervonta have more skill than Miguel Roman and Francisco Vargas. It's a better fight, bro. It's a better fight. We see Francisco Vargas fight Miguel Roman. Like, why can't we see Tank fight Gamboa, who's a gold medalist, has more accolades, at least holds a win over Salido, who holds a win over fucking Loma.
But this is my perception when I think of Gamboa. I don't think of the Gamboa prior to Crawford, or even the one that fought Crawford. I'm thinking of the one that got the given win against Jason Sosa.
True.
It's not the same Gamboa.
That's how they do Gamboa. They don't give Gamboa time to be ready. Like, you know, he ain't even signed, bro. Like they treating him, they using him. But if you give Gamboa a couple of fights, it's a good fight, bro. Remember, he capped at 135. You know what I mean? He is chinny. It's meant to make Gervonta look good. They're trying to build him, bro.
And like I said, and I'm not even backtracking, but I made the statement: if I don't get the fights as a fight fan and I understand the business, then give me multiple Tank fights, so that at least at this point, for example, like a Jaime Munguia, who's not in the fights I think that he should be in, but he's very busy. You know, keep him busy. I don't want to hear Tank once a year, twice a year, and it's against Abner Mares' replacement, which out of his choice, he didn't make that decision. It was by freak accident, but then go into Gamboa and then disappear. Like, I don't want to see that. Fight 3-4 times a year. All right, at least I get to see your skills, your talent. I get to, as a fight fan, I get to enjoy that. But I don't want him out here like Gary Russell. Gary Russell got a belt, fights one time a year, and the only time he's in one type of exciting fight is the mandatory.
Nobody don't even care about Gary Russell.
Yeah, Gary Russell keep on bullshit, nigga. He gonna miss his year. Goddamn it.
That's what I'm saying. I think Tank is extremely talented. I just don't want to see him in a situation when we make jokes like, oh, he's only gonna fight one time.
I'm just saying, look, people mad at me because I'm not saying Burchow, because I understand the business of boxing, but let's be honest, who got more of a shot, Gamboa or fucking Abner Mares?
Nigga, I know Mormons that fight more than Gary Russell.
What was the question?
Who's got more of a shot, Gamboa or Abner Mares?
Shit, man, you making me think hard as fuck on that. I think Tank sleeps both of them. So it's like,
and so do I. But which one of them have a better shot at beating Tank?
Probably. I don't know, man. I don't want to see them fucking fights. I really don't know. That's how much of a difference. I don't think it matters.
It was already giving you Mares. All I'm saying, when that fight was made and we thought we was getting it. Now compare the Gamboa. Which one of the two fighters got a better shot at beating fucking Tank? Why is it so hard?
I guess if you're going sides, because I just think he just beats the dog shit out of him, like to the point where it's like, just
so neither one pose any type of threat.
I guess Gamboa probably has a better chance because he's bigger. I think that's really just Boston because I think Abner's just too small. But Tank should just win those two, rightfully so. I want to see someone who's
Brandon for Cincinnati keeps saying
What he
motherfucker
said?
Mahrez. He keeps saying Mahrez got a better shot. He lying.
Look,
Mike, why you
man.
don't answer?
I mean, shit. Bro, look here, bro.
I already said, man.
It
Gamble,
don't
I
matter,
guess
man.
why
They probably
wait,
gonna sleep both of them niggas if you get in the ring with them.
doesn't
Do it
even matter.
matter?
I want to use my brain on that fight.
Yeah, man. Let's go ahead and move on. Y'all niggas over here talking about Mahrez and Gamboa.
That's how
Take me to fight like a
Yeah,
real
them niggas
fight right
15
now.
minutes.
I don't want to do that.
So that's
And now one nigga fighting. Yeah. Oh, Ryan Burnett versus Gilberto Gomera, ESPN Plus, May 17th. Just a little quick announcement. Also, Canelo versus Danny Jacobs. They have a little thing called Mano y Mano show that premieres tonight.
Gilberto Gomera.
Some nigga at 122, a weight class you wouldn't know nothing about. So why are you even asking?
I thought Ryan Burnett moved up, didn't he?
We were
126.
talking about 22. That was Oscar De La Hoya's cousin. What you talking about, man?
What's his name? Oscar De La Hoya cousin.
Yeah.
Look.
Okay. Why you do this game? Like, of course.
Hey, but yeah, man. But yeah.
He still ain't tell me who this Jezebel is. Oh, Gilberto Gomera.
No, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm box wrecking right now.
He ain't nobody. Mike just put it because of Ryan fucking Burnett, Mr. Twister back.
ESPN Plus, nigga, May 17th. I mean, you gotta put it on. It's an announcement.
ESPN.
No, he got stopped by Kanzu.
He got stopped by who the fuck is Kanzu?
What do you mean? You don't remember the Kanzu fight? He's the one that beat Rojas. Mike.
Oh,
yeah, you put money on that shit. Now you want to act like you don't know this.
Oh yeah, X-Can. Yeah, him.
X-Can. Okay. But yes, he's a 26-year-old Filipino fighter.
Yo, they gonna give us the rematch of Michael Hunter versus Usyk.
Don't tell me that, man.
Hold on, yeah.
Wait, bro. We get to that, man. I ain't trying to spoil shit, man.
Man, they both turn heavyweight rematch.
We got Canelo versus Danny Jacobs. Got like a little show that premieres tonight on Facebook at 10 o'clock. It's called Mano y Mano. I guess it's gonna be like a little yes, sir. Facebook, man. 10 Facebook got like Facebook Watch now, man. People like actually do shows on Facebook and they garner good numbers.
Bruh. They're wilding.
I mean, Oscar signed a demi contract with him last year, so I mean, you gotta feel some kind of content, right?
I mean, listen, man, we seen a Joel Diaz Jr. do like 4 million views on Facebook, and I'ma just call him fake views, man. He ain't no big of a star. He's still the poor kid. I wish he would have just signed a Heyman. He's the only Olympian that didn't sign a Heyman from that 2012 crowd. And he out here begging for fights. He talking about he with the zone, talking about I'll fight Farmer. How you with the zone telling Twitter you'll fight Farmer? Like tell
Farmer didn't he ain't like want that fight.
Bro, my man out there, the biggest fight he got was a vacant title shot off a purse bid.
He probably could have got like an Abner Mars.
Is it a vacant title shot versus Gary Russell?
Exactly.
Mandatory though.
It was mandatory. They want vacant.
I mean, yeah, mandatory, but that ain't Golden Boy ain't do you no favors putting you in there against Gary Russell.
I mean,
yeah, it was a mandatory at that point. Like,
if you want a title shot, I mean, you gotta go what you gotta go.
You could be with anybody to get that fight.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is, don't you recall other champions having a easier route than a Gary Russell for your first title shot?
I mean, why you want to use nigga Earl Spence didn't want to easy. He went to motherfucking England, knocked the nigga named Kell Brook out.
It ain't about what you want. It's about what could be set up for you.
I just think that if he was on ESPN or PBC, he'll have more options.
Anthony Yard don't want to use nigga. He's going to Russia to fight Kovalev for a title. Some motherfuckers don't want to use him, man. Somebody want a shot.
But the truth is, Anthony Yard didn't take numerous shots, and he's opting out for the 38-year-old dude that was knocked out 3 times.
Didn't he just come back with a nice victory that everybody was celebrating?
Ain't got nothing to do. He's the most vulnerable light heavyweight out. As a matter of fact, he's the most vulnerable champion.
He's the most vulnerable light heavyweight, so he's more vulnerable than Arthur Beterbiev.
He's the most vulnerable champion at
Beterbiev.
What? No, Beterbiev is a monster to people. He's a monster.
No, I'm asking nigga to you. You said it. You want Kovalev or you want Beterbiev right now?
It depends who.
Nah, nigga. Yeah, nigga, who you want, nigga? And it depends. Right now, nigga.
I'll take better beef.
Quit smoking crack. Quit smoking that.
Kovalev,
Don't do it.
later half of his career, he's on the downside.
If Kovalev catch better beef ass, he gonna knock his motherfucking block off.
Up on this comeback, you know, because he's with Buddy McGirt, but it's all right. Elder Alvarez took step aside money like 8 times. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
All right, man. Yeah, Kovalev fuck better beef right now.
Better beef hits hard, but he shouldn't.
Better beef beat Kovalev like 3 times in the amateurs.
What that mean? They pro now.
He got that motherfucking
confidence
on his ass.
Let right, man. We got Lomachenko 100% wants Mikey Garcia, but questions if he can make 135. We also have Michael Hunter signs with Matchroom, like Ness alluded to, that maybe possibly have a Usyk rematch, and we'll see. I'm kind of proud of Michael Hunter. 1-2 fights on the road, really show people that he can maybe potentially compete with some of the guys at heavyweight. So we'll see where career goes from here. He signed with Matchroom. So
real quick, I'm with Robert Singleton in the chat. He says Hot Rod will beat Better Beef. I'm actually gonna put money on that. Hot Rod Marcus Brown. He dropped Marcus Brown, and Better Beef got a suspect chin. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely. Speaking of money, you know, my damn money sound by that. My goddamn shit.
Maybe that nigga.
Money team. Money team. Hey, Vitaly Klitschko said $100 million could give Vlad back in the ring. You know what I'm saying? If they come out with them right figures, then you know what I'm saying, his brother might consider coming back to boxing.
I mean, if I'm the zone, I just give him the 100 and offer more fights. You know what I mean?
So give him $100 million. My nigga, just say here you go.
No, like they was already offering him what, 60?
I think it was 40. I think I reported. I don't know, 60 maybe. I don't know.
All right, whatever they was offering. Let's say it was 40, 60 for what, 2-3 fights. So just give him 5-6 fights now and give him 100. You know what I'm saying? Yo, listen, it don't matter. After he lose to a Wilder or AJ again, they could use him for Usyk and Hunter. They could use Derek Chisora, Dillian White, you know, Joseph Parker. Like, they could use him. Philip Hargrovic is over there. They could use him. Like, you ain't losing your money by keeping Vlad in the business.
I would have to agree with you. But the $100 million, damn, that's a pretty steep price.
OTKP in the chat says, who's going to sign to subscribe to the Zone for Vlad? Laugh out loud.
Shit, if it was the right matchup, man.
I don't know, man. Vlad
AJ Vlad rematch, bam. Dillian White versus Vlad, bam. Big Baby versus Vladimir Klitschko. Ooh, that's enticing. Some people might sign up, bro.
The only thing is if Vlad loses like 1 or twice in the beginning of his contract,
he can't lose back to back. You gotta give him a cherry, you gotta give him a cherry first fight.
All right, that's the thing. You put him in there. You could do Vlad Derek Chisora 2, Vlad's comeback fight. That's his cherry, but it's already a fight that happened, right?
Or Vlad Simon Peters or something like that. He back.
Don't bring up Sammy Peters, bro. Stop it.
Shit, they brought him back, nigga. Play the highlights of the Demi first fight, nigga. 10 years later, like George Foreman and
bro, it was more than 10 years ago, man. Fuck.
Shit, right now, the heavyweight division is on fire. If you bring back Vlad, you add in, you know, some cachet, bro, to some of these other dudes that could use it. Let's open up these phone lines.
Hold on. We got Amir Khan looks ready for the Crawford Showdown. He got like a little photo.
Look ready?
Man, he was shredded. I mean, he looks buff, looks in damn good shape.
Yeah, there's always pictures of Khan looking good. Like, remember when he was fighting Canelo? It just came up as my Facebook memory too. I even reposted it because it was a side-by-side of him as a 47 and him as a 60, and it was like, God damn. People were saying it was Photoshop, but his arms was looking crazy. So, like, he always looks good, and fighters always looks good. Mikey moved up. He went to snack. He posed in 12 dozen pictures, and we thought he looked good. It doesn't mean you gonna fight good.
For a nigga who want to get the collar, boy, you love telling stories. Shannon Briggs calls out David Haye. He wants that David Haye fight. Let's go, champ. Canelo only wants Golovkin.
You reported on that shit.
Man, can I stop?
Like your grandmother if they give him a fight with her, bro. Come on, man.
Canelo wants Golovkin only if he had a belt. Jeff Horn says no to Ryota Marotta after date switch, and one that I know everybody's going.
You skimming through that? I'll actually
no, I'm not, because I say the best for last, because I know you want to. I know you want to talk about something.
Skimming through that. I like.
Oh, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Jeff
Nigga,
Horn,
you say you want to get the fucking calls. I'm trying to report and get the calls.
trying to get to callers, but if you're gonna go off every fucking little bullet point,
if I put it on the motherfucker, nigga, I'm gonna talk about it. I ain't just doing it for my damn health.
About it. You just
all right, but if you're gonna touch on every bullet point, then we're gonna have to say something on it too.
I thought you wanted. I'm just trying to be more proactive to get the callers fast. You know what I'm saying? Just let everybody know. But go ahead, man. I'm sorry. You guys. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Jeff Horn, turning down the fight with Ryota Marotta, Toyota Corolla, the dude that Rob Brandt beat. Shout out to Rob Brandt. But it needs to be told properly. That fight they was down for June, and they changed it to July, and Jeff Horn just can't make the date because his child will be born. But Jeff Horn wanted all that smoke with Ryota Marotta, Toyota Corolla. And I just wanted to say that, like, because if somebody ain't read the story, they'll think Jeff Horn ain't want that fight. And he signed, and the fight was a go for June. They pushed it back.
Yeah, I said it because of date switch. I say it because of date switch.
And then also on the bullet point, the Canelo only wants Golovkin if he had a belt. It only makes sense at that point that if Canelo beats Danny, that means Triple G has to go fight Demetrius Andrade.
Yeah, that's what Canelo's doing, though. I talked about this on another show too. Like, he's smart. He don't want that southpaw work. He like, you go do that shit. Fuck out of here.
And also, one of the biggest topics that I'm pretty sure everybody wants.
We gotta stop saying Canelo don't want that southpaw work. He already beat the best southpaw out there.
I ain't gonna. Nigga, you said that, not me.
Even though I don't think he beat Laura, but he beat Laura and Trout.
And CBS Final Four segment with Deontay Wilder had 13.77 million viewers when they did the little halftime show with Deontay. So great job by Steven Espinoza. I believe we talked to who we talked to that told us that Steven set that up. Oh, I think it was Jay Diaz. Told us that Steven set that up for a Deontay to be there. Great look by him. Great move by the president of Showtime Sports. Good job to get your heavyweight champion in front of millions and millions of casual fans that could possibly turn into boxing fans. So great move, man. And I think it's only going to keep building the fight. And when it happens, we'll all be happy.
Joshua got a plug on that too. So it benefited Joshua.
Mm-hmm.
They brought him up. Like, when you going to fight Joshua, man? When's it going to happen? So that's good for boxing in general, as I look at it. If you're a Wilder fan or a Joshua fan, it's always good to see something mainstream like that in the public eye, and it's not some like weird fucking program that they're trying to promote or some bad sitcom that's probably going to lose their ratings after one episode. You put some boxing on. That's what's up. So as boxing fans, that's a win for all of us. So.
And if you enjoy all this boxing content and you want some more like the betting show, head over to the patreon.com/the boxing voice and go ahead and sign up to our betting show. It will be tomorrow, Friday, and we're gonna have a lot of things to talk about. On some other notes, real quick, Austin Trout will fight Terrell Goucher in a main event on FS1 May 25th down in Biloxi, Mississippi. Also, welterweight contender Rydell Booker will fight Wale Otomotoso.
Damn, but that's Omotoso moving up, bro. He got jobbed, I think, in that Jesse Vargas fight, man.
Probably did.
He was a big puncher, yo. He killed somebody in the ring by punching him.
And if you want some of that fly gear Ness got on, like that Border Wars hoodie, head over to the boxingvoiceshop.com and use coupon code FREE2019 so you can get free shipping on all your purchases. Again, that's coupon code FREE, FREE 2019, and it's valid through 4/10 through 4/16. So don't miss out on those Border Wars hoodies, man. Things are fire.
On the lookout, man. Bookmark theboxingvoice.com/store because it's starting to pop off. Obviously, the Border Wars hoodie is a very hot sweatshirt. This one is selling a lot, but that Top Rank diet is coming out. And I've just got the first draft. That's why I was excited earlier. I was gonna share it with y'all, but I'm gonna wait. He's gonna send me 2 final revisions of it. I wanted the logo put in certain places.
We got a sheet one too coming out, right?
One at a time, champ. But yep, we go. And yo, you know what I got too? Working on a hot sauce gross one, B. We going.
Oh shit, that's gonna kill the market, nigga.
Yo,
I was thinking about that this
Crolla.
morning, doing my fucking workout, man. Like I was like now I need like a.
And we should have. I'm gonna send you the Loco Sands edition. So anyone who is a fan of Jose and Loco Sands, he will have his own shirt up as well. And it's actually fire. I'm gonna buy one in the support because look at it. I just sent it to you.
Yo, I need a hot sauce gross one just cause, man.
Hey man, calm down, man. You gotta keep them.
Yo, I need that.
Try to
hot
keep
sauce
them
gross shirt. Yo,
I'm working on something with my designer. And I don't know, I'm gonna send Mike some shit. I wasn't gonna say I was gonna send it, but I'm gonna just say it now and shit. And like, if y'all think it's offensive, that's because I ain't get to send it to Mike first. But I was gonna get the hot sauce bottle on the wheelchair.
What the fuck?
And then it's like hot sauce gross.
That is the stupidest shit I ever heard of in my life. That got to be the worst goddamn idea in the world.
I'm not buying that shirt, Mike. I'm sorry.
I
I said I was gonna buy a shirt.
That
I
bitch
take
gonna
that
be
back.
goddamn it in stock, nigga. I tell you that, boy.
Yo, I'm offending everybody I go with that shirt. I'm good. That's
Now,
trying to get me
look.
in some
Yo,
fight.
you seen Jose's? That shit.
Yeah, that's fire. Now, if you would have got like a hot sauce bottle with like my face on it, like the guy did, but make it like a little bit better, like Louisiana, but instead of like Louisiana, put Mike.
Listen, you can put your input.
I had some ideas. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
but yeah,
let's,
man.
let's just get that Mike's face on the what's it? Tapatio
Yeah,
hot
man.
sauce bottle.
That shit's crazy, but it gotta be a good picture. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get to these people. I know they've been waiting on the lines.
Really quick,
patiently.
right prior to that, just shameless plug. On our channel, we got tons of interviews from Jay Diaz breaking down Errol Spence and Sean Porter if they fought. We got the Patreons of Deontay Wilder that just aired 2 hours ago. We got Demetrius Salita, promoter Big Bay Miller, John David Jackson talking about Fury, Wilder, Joshua, Tom Loeffler talking about Vladimir Klitschko, in addition to some of the Claressa Shields media luncheon and her interview pretty much talking about her hardest training camp, Badu Jack. Tons and tons of exclusive footage. We're also going to be posting way more stuff from the Deontay Wilder camp. Tons of JD stuff. Tons and tons of stuff on the lookout for this Saturday. More Claressa Shields stuff. I'll be at the fight. And next week, expect to see some Danny Jacobs, Crawford, Khan, Shakur, Teofimo Lopez. Subscribe so you can get those interviews, man.
Fire!
Yes, yes, yes. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 200K. We're gonna go ahead and open up these phone lines.
Oh yeah, and the Tundi interview, man. If you guys haven't seen that podcast, man, get that Tundi interview in.
That was a tough one right there, man.
I'm gonna go Fruities, man.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Yo, have y'all talked? Someone put on a Patreon question, Mike, where's Bomac?
Oh man, I text Bomac probably
I'll see your boy Tuesday, man.
after conference call. He hit me back, but I never text him back. Man.
What? You ain't text him back? See, that's why he ignoring
Too
you.
close to
You
the
ignored him, Mike.
Yo, Mike, I'm telling you, ever since Mike turned fighter, he been getting his new love. He acting brand new.
No,
man.
Who got Frank Smith on?
Yo, Mike.
I did reach out to Claressa Shields today to try to get her and John David Jackson on, but I know it's probably like a stretch. They are entrenched in getting ready for the fight. But
They're busy. They're in Atlantic City right now.
I was gonna try and go to the thing they had today, but it was like at 3 p.m. I told Mike too earlier in this week. It was like, it's at 3 p.m. It's just I want to have drive. I would have never made it in time for the show.
Yo,
I'm definitely gonna get Regis back on before his fight on the 27th. So be on the lookout for that. There's a lot of things that have been happening with him, and we kind of need some answers. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Are you offended by some of the things that the other promoter said?
The other dude is protecting his guy. His guy, but I hear you.
Sometimes people just gotta see it.
Yeah, you gotta give him the platform.
You should have went to lunch the other day. They were giving out steak and cheesecakes and filet mignon. That shit was
What you have, Ron?
Just had a steak, man.
Okay, I just asked you, was it steak or filet mignon, man?
Hell yeah, that shit was fucking huge too.
Was it juicy, nigga?
Yo, shout
Bro,
out to
I didn't
Claressa.
know that luncheon took place.
That shit was fire.
That's what you get when you out here working hard like Run G. You get fucking steaks and shit.
I was eating, but I'll tell you this though. I had to get my steak because someone ate mine because I was busy running around doing interviews all day. I wasn't even eating until the end.
That nigga Ron got mad cow disease now, nigga. Straight up.
What?
I'm just talking shit. But yeah, call us next. You got to play the El Camino soundbite.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
And go ahead and rate us 5 stars.
We didn't do them super chats.
Oh yeah, I got them pulled up. And go ahead and rate us 5 stars on iTunes if you're listening. You know what I'm saying? It costs you nothing. But if you want to rate us 5 stars, 4 stars, or whatever amount of stars you think is worthy, go ahead and let us know how you feel on the iTunes app and leave us a nice little review. It makes us go bigger anyway. We got Jay Withers. Shield hasn't got a knockdown in her career. Shaking my head with some sleeping emojis. Jay Willis is guys like you that don't leave a good imprint on the sport of boxing. We got one from the one to give it to ya. That shit was hard to read. Loma fought no one who Gary Russell beat. Then Walters was out of for who knows how long. T.O. need a belt, but Tank don't. Tank out here like Canelo. All right. We got one from 7. Hit the like button, my TBV fam. Good job, 7, man. Thank you for that. We got another one from Ohio Run Boxing. Looking good, Mike, on the bag. Man, I appreciate Ohio Run Boxing, but you know where I'm from. We run everything. But big ups to Ohio. You guys got OBJ now, so I'm expecting big things from the Browns this year. We got one from Ron Marlon So Icy Sims. Ron, you know if you'll be coming to Minnesota yet?
Oh my dude, we definitely got a talk and link up. I'm actually gonna be at the Claressa Shields fight. Actually, kind of got worn out from that Alabama trip, so Atlantic City was the move. But I'll definitely try to get out there at a later fight.
That's the boxer dude, right?
Yeah, that's the real tall boxer,
okay,
man.
Big ups to you, Marlon, man. Thanks for listening, brother, and thanks for the super chat.
Definitely call in too, man.
And we got one from Robman Big R, just showing some love, man. No words, just a super chat. Big ups to everybody who sent that super chat, man. Thank you for your hard work and your dedication for the channel.
Okay, let's go out to some callers. We're gonna go out to Cincinnati, Queen City Cobra. What it do?
Can you hear me?
We do.
He ain't got an intro? I thought he had an intro.
Nah, he ain't got no intro.
Oh, my bad. I think my phone's fucking up.
What's up, man? Can you hear us?
I just, man, what up? What up? Hot saucy. I like that shit. Put that on the shirt. That's it. I'm like, I buy that shit day one. Hey, I just seen the loco shit. I can't even lie, bro. That's hard, bro. That's hard. I can't even lie, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Man. Wait till y'all see this top ranked diet we cooking up.
Hey, I want one of those too, bro.
I would never buy one.
I mean, y'all touched on so much shit. I had to write some shit down that I really wanted to talk about.
Boxing, man. This is what we do, big dog.
Quick though. Yeah, I'm fucking with it. It's much. But you know, real quick, I gotta shout out King of Khan though for keeping us cool when Tunde was talking that dumb shit, man. I don't even like that shit. Like, if you from the hood, you know exactly what type of nigga Tunde is, bro. He that nigga from the suburbs that swore he from the hood, and he got zero street cred. That's why don't nobody like Anthony Yard in the UK. That's what I'm hearing. I mean, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Fake ass niggas, get him out of here. But yeah, shout out to Khan. But shit picks. I got Claire by decision. ESPN, you know the A sides. I think Quillin gonna beat Truax. I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be. It might be some split decision kind of shit because both they both wore the fuck out. I don't know. But Crolla fight. Yeah, that's right. Crolla fight. Loma. I remember Matt used to talk about Crolla all the time. But yeah, basically A sides and shit. And that Jaime Munguia shit, I was thinking about the same shit. I low key agree with everything you said, Ron, because yeah, Jaime can't beat nobody at the top. So they better keep it and quit talking about the Canelo shit. He can't fight. He can't beat nobody at the top. So they better take their time with him. And where the fuck has Diego De La Hoya been? I ain't seen that dude on TV in like 2 years. How old is he?
24.
Who cares about that shit? He 24. Yeah, I've been saying, yeah, I seen that. I thought he would have been had a title shot or some shit. Maybe he's not good. I ain't seen him fight in a minute. But what else? Oh, Tank and Gamboa. Yeah, that's a funny fight, man. I think I'll watch it. I'd love to watch that shit because you know it's gonna happen. But that shit might be the end of Gamboa's career, bro. But yeah, I think that's what else was I think that's about it. You know, hit my first day at camp today. You know, ran a few miles and shit. Got
Damn, first day, you really shitting on Cruz.
Damn.
Yo, hey.
He took 2 weeks off. He doing 6 weeks for Cruz. Oh wow, no respect. Oh, what's this? This a new Hellboy came out, or this
No, there's a new Hellboy coming out.
Yeah, they got new Hellboy coming out.
Is it the same dude or is it a new actor?
Same guy.
Same. You're the movie guy. I'm surprised you didn't know that.
Me too.
Nah, bro. I didn't see any previews for it.
What? And that's you live in the movie theater every day. You leave the
I
podcast and you go to the movie theaters.
And that's what I'm telling you, champ. I ain't see it. I'm gonna go ahead and get these Avenger tickets though.
Boy, I'm surprised they still got them on sale, my nigga. I'm surprised that shit ain't sold out, nigga, up here in Indianapolis, nigga. You can't. I think like the first week or some shit, motherfuckers already got them booked.
When is that movie come out?
Next month sometime.
Bro, I'm cool on watching it.
I'll check this shit like 2 weeks later or some shit, but
yeah,
I can't. I can't really do that because nigga, the internet gonna fucking tell me so I gotta go fucking watch this shit like one day doing a fucking
friend.
Yo, Mike, only things available is wheelchair accessible.
I told you, my nigga, you thought I was bullshitting. You thought I was bull, bro. Niggas is buying this shit, bro.
Hobby says there's a new actor for Hellboy. You are
It
right
is?
or wrong, Mike.
Well, shit, Hobby be on in a second. He'll tell us.
I'm gonna go ahead and sit right in the wheelchair accessible. What the fuck?
He gonna roll you in tonight, nigga. Hey, yeah, for everybody out there, man, Ness would not give me any kind of wheelchair sparring, man. He said he was not gonna get in the wheelchair with me down in Alabama. But I did get some pat.
Superstition, bro. I'm not putting myself in a wheelchair. I might end up in a wheelchair.
I did. I mean, like
I sit on a chair or I sit on the bench and whoop his ass. That's what I did. Sat on the bench and whooped his ass.
I did get some pad work today too, for the first time since I've been in Alabama. I really, you know what I'm saying, getting kind of more crispy on them pads, man. I'm gonna put out a little video or something. Well, I'm gonna send the video to Ned. It's a lady there that she's on there Tuesday.
And Wolf training her.
Hey, nah, it's a lady there. She's there Tuesdays and Thursdays, and the guy he's there Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So, man, the guy did it yesterday, and then the woman did it today. But yeah, like where I train at, man, it's like nothing but like middle age, like women trying to like learn kickboxing or some shit.
I
yeah, that's pretty.
I just don't want that smoke. Meanwhile, I'm the champ and got to fight. Shut your ass up.
Who is that talking?
I don't know, man. Some losers, man. You know how that go, man.
That's a chinko.
Hey, we got Noah and Cali. Oh shit, Noah, hold on a moment. I'm coming right back to you, champion.
Got Javier
on the line.
Alabama.
I want Joshua. Joshua, come and see me, baby. No more hiding, no more ducking, no more dodging, no more excuses.
Boxingwiz.com.
Javi, what's good?
For Hellboy is the dude y'all ever seen Stranger Things?
Yeah, which one though?
The
the cop.
The sheriff of Stranger Things.
Yeah, okay.
That's him. That's who playing Hellboy now. But anyways, what was I finna get to? Oh yeah, I got let me go and make my picks. I got Claressa, you know, I got a little Claressa. She look a little thicky in the little jumpsuit she had on the other day too.
So you're just gonna call in and be sexist instead of talking about her skill, the fact that she's about to unify.
I was talking about her arms.
I mean, she did. I mean, she was very, very elegant in that jumpsuit she had on. I think it was like made by a Versace or something like that. She looked very, very good.
I've never heard you say that Wilder looks thick in his.
Well, what about me saying that my guy Ryan Garcia looks good and all the women like him, and he has that look that you need to sell yourself as a fighter? Or what about me saying Anthony Yarde has that look too? Diesel guy. Anthony Joshua has that look too. Diesel guy. I mean, I always say this. Don't just say I say women are men.
Only attractive men have muscles. What are you saying?
No, what I'm saying is sometimes in boxing, in order to be that big star, you need that look to go with your fighting skills.
What is that look that you speak of?
That star appeal, big dog. That star appeal. Who?
Did Mike Tyson have that look?
Man, Mike Tyson had every fucking thing. You think Mike didn't have that look? Well, Mike look at motherfucker. Well, Mike look at motherfucker.
Yo, Mike done stole a minute from you, B.
My bad, Javier.
Hey, hell no. Get my shit back.
We don't got no rewind, man. You gonna have to find us a clock that rewinds.
Don't worry about it. I'm finna report the page. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get that back. We're gonna get that shit right back. Where I'm at with this, bro. Damn, y'all fucked up my whole little flow. Jaime
jumpsuit.
Yeah. Nice little jumpsuit. Jaime, who else was on? Who else fighting, bro?
You got Peter Quillin versus Caleb Truax.
Yeah. Give me Pete. Give me Big Pete. I got a knockout for Pete, actually. Give me a knockout for Pete.
You got Mike versus FOG.
Give my draw. I got a draw. Anyway. What else we got? What else? Oh, give me Big Sam Peters. Big Sam Peters coming back this week, ain't it?
Yeah, who next, man?
You got Chris Colbert, Joey Spencer, Money Pal.
Hey man, Sam said he finna come get that. He finna come put hands on Vlad. He finna come get that back. Sam said he finna get that back, man.
You got Shannon the Cannon talking that shit.
Why are we
Shannon the Cannon versus Big Sam? Now that's a fight. Sam Peters versus motherfucking Shannon the Cannon.
Ooh. You got Wilder doing 13.77 million on CBS.
At least Sam Peters fighting. Fucking Shannon don't never fight. Always asking for a fight.
Yo, why did
I saw Shannon on motherfucking one of them UK shows where Shannon been eating good. Oh
yeah, Shannon been eating real good.
Shannon get an 8-pack, then come back with a goddamn beer belly. I was like, damn.
Yeah, 8-pack and then piss hot.
Yo,
but we hear you.
What the fuck? The chat, Javi, you will always be immortalized as Javi in stockings, Bama style, Javi's mad pants. Yo, you ain't never gonna live this down. Javi, you're mad.
Javi knew what he was doing, though. I promise you. In the B&B, he told me, "I'm about
to be a star."
Yeah,
profile raising.
Famous. I said, "What the fuck you talking?" He's like, "Bro, them tights gonna have me famous." And
he ran out of leggings to wear. Poor guy. The chat is killing Javi.
Forever TBV in green.
Yo, Javi need to have his own pantyhose line.
Wow. What did you just say? Tights or fucking compression pants?
Let me go to Noah, because that's what they call them. That's what the people have been calling them to disrespect Javi, but you know, they workout pants. Like every athlete wears them. They just hating on Javi. So Noah and Cali, talk to me.
They're not hating on Javi. Javi, a grown ass man and a big ass man out there running around with little ass, skinny ass, tight ass pants on. I don't know what the fuck for the world to see. You put it out there, we get to call it. He was tripping. But anyway, Mike, you foul as fuck. I heard you tell that nigga he had mad cow disease. I heard that shit. You tried that shit like anybody hears that shit, nigga. I heard that shit, nigga.
I heard that shit too.
That nigga, you should have said something, nigga, if you heard that shit. Slap the shit out of his ass, nigga. Push him down the stairs.
Oh no, I'm coming for your ass, nigga. I'm gonna put you in the chair next, nigga. Hope you been training, homie.
I don't want the sauce. I don't want the sauce.
You don't want the hot
sauce. But I would just, peep this, right? Eddie Hearn's the greatest promoter, right? Is what they saying, right? I was just reading this article right now that this motherfucker Kell Brook holds the record for the worstest pay-per-view of all time. This nigga fought Michael Jennings and sold a whopping 15,000 buys. Like that. I don't want to hear no more of this Eddie Hearn shit. I mean, that could have been just an experiment or some local UK shit. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but you can Google that real quick. That's a fact. So yeah. Anyway, what else is there? Nigga, I don't know if we're gonna make it to Border Wars, nigga. That New York fence, nigga, we've been looking. that's kind of steep, man. The air there and back, man. It's like, yeah, niggas is starting to fold on me. We'll see what's up. But what's popping after that one? Hello?
People talking have mentioned September, but we always do it around big fights. So, you know, we don't know when's the next border wars, but we're trying to keep it every 3 to 4 months. Trying to keep the fighters active.
Y'all got to come closer to us.
Well,
come to us.
We was in LA. We was in LA last year, January.
Yeah, I know. That was. I don't want to hear that shit. That was before my time. I ain't talking about that. I'm trying to get up here. I'm trying to get here. I'm trying to get a fight at the Canadian Cuz. I'm trying to get my shot at the Canadian Cuz before he runs. Before it's over, he's gonna fade to black. Yeah, Noah. I can see him. Yeah, Noah, you're good. But in my day, I would have kicked your ass so bad. Yeah, you're lucky I'm the retired champ. I don't want him to say that.
I mean, is AJ gonna give Flip Hargrovic a shot?
Is he gonna give Dubois a shot?
Exactly. So you gonna have to earn. You gonna have to earn some stripes. You want that logo?
I feel it. Because regardless of what everybody say, that he keeps winning, he keeps doing it. So you know, he's earned that much respect that you can't diss him. He is the champ. Ric Flair is how much as I don't like him.
Bro, he in tough this time though. We thought he was in tough before. But this time he in tough.
Who he got now?
He got Sal. He got Sal. He got a Californian. He's got Sal. I think Sal. I think Sal's either northern or southern California, but Sal. He got Sal, and Sal's very technical, very aggressive. Yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting fight. Going out to. Talking about California, they out here with us, man. Thursdays bring out the Cali folk.
Smoking good weed with us too, know what I'm saying?
Word? What you got over there?
I got some motherfucking shit called.
Tired of Mike saying he got some good weed too. He always got some trash, man.
Got some good green crack, bro. Let's go. That's it.
Mike, is it good, Mike, or is it all right?
It's smoking.
Look,
I like it.
You see how he changed it up?
I'm hiding.
We gotta help Mike, yo. We got it, yo. Word is born. # help Mike. I'm telling you,
this nigga is disrespectful. But just because he smoked medical grade every time he buy.
Your man's out there. He ain't right.
I got like 3 or 4, bro. It's like not just one.
Bro, every time Mike give me something, that shit like mediocre as fuck. Like, yo, you ever smoke someone shit where you like, bro, nah, I like my shit.
Oh no!
Damn, it's like that.
For real. And but look, I'm bougie as hell because I do it to Doomy too. Doomy roll these dumbass, tight ass. He uses the machine too. You ever seen that little raw machine roller?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm like, come on, man. I'm trying to smoke, not trying to fucking like.
That's just a bougie smoker. First of all, he don't like swishers. So if you don't goddamn me roll the motherfucking house leg every time, he like, nigga, you ain't put no weed in it.
You can see that in the sticky move series.
Bruh, my man be rolling in swishes. We be smoking straight tobacco.
Dude is lying.
He be making 0.5s and 6s. I'm like, Mike, stop.
Nigga, I roll 1G every time I put a blunt up, man. I don't know about you. I don't roll 1.5 and 1.8 and shit like that. Ness put almost 2 grams in every blunt he smoked out. Like, damn, nigga.
Bruh, Mike, I promise y'all, Mike put in 0.5, 0.6. I'm telling you right now. Yo, his always tastes like too much Swisher. Always.
Right.
Always. I don't know why, but we do know why. But anyway.
Tastes good now.
This guy.
Yeah, right. That should be dry, too.
Should be.
Long Beach in the house. Yeah.
What up, LBC?
Hey, I'm chilling, man. I'm a little hot under the collar fucking around with these niggas. They out here riding Nipsey Hussle body around the fucking city. Took me 2 hours to get home. But
then why you high about that, man? They celebrating that man's life.
Man, that man is dead. Now why the fuck I gotta do an extra hour in traffic? I don't understand this shit, man. I'm just an old nigga. Is all it is. I'm just old, and I accept that.
The nigga, you got to work. He mad at the motherfucker too.
Damn. All outside everywhere, and they got the motherfucking biker gangs controlling traffic and shit. I'm like, I'm tweeting LAPD and shit. Like, where are you motherfuckers at? I'm doing shit I don't do. I'm doing shit I don't do, dog. But these niggas got me hot out here, homie. But oh man, I'm excited for the weekend of fights. Mostly for the first time ever. Kind of happy to say that I'm excited for a women's boxing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, very excited for it, man. I think this could do wonders for women's boxing as well as the sport. And the reason being, it's not like the WNBA, which is a super dumbed down version of the NBA. So when a casual fan tunes in and catches Claressa Sheilds and Christina Hammer, they're not going to be like, oh, you know, this is a dumbed down version of what boxing is. These girls look like fighters when you see them fight. They punch.
You can't say the WNBA is the dumbed down version of NBA because them women in there are very nigga. They'll bust your ass right now, nigga. I ain't gonna bullshit with you.
They can't jump high, man. And
that's the only thing they can't do, my nigga. Everything else, nigga, dribble, shoot, pass. They can do everything else.
But it just don't look the same. You know, it's not played with the same veracity at the same pace. However, the women's fighting is at the same pace. It's at the same veracity. You know what I'm saying? The same tenacities behind their fighting compared to the men's fighting. So there's not a lot of drop off other than it just being women, I feel. So I think that's good for the sport. Lomachenko, look, it's going to be a gang of people hot, especially Ness. You got a big platform here. So, you know, that other demographic on the other side of the fence, you know, they got a whole lot of PVC ball washers to call you and all these things. You basically racist if you ain't excited for Lomachenko. Look, I'm not excited, but it's not because Lomachenko's not great. It's because you keep telling me this guy is probably the number one fighter in the sport, and I don't get to see him fight stiff competition. So I'm only going off what you're selling me. You know, I want to see him fight these guys. He's a smaller division fighter. He's 31 years old. It's a matter of time now before this guy's any fight now could be him falling off the cliff. I won't be surprised to see a tough fight against Crolla. What's that other fight we had? Oh, Caleb Truax and Peter Quillin. Now, Ness, I met Quillin at one of the
appreciation night
Vegas when we had the appreciation night. I didn't get no feeling from the dude like he had that fighter spirit. I more so felt like he want that money. And at that time in 2015 or 16, I felt like he was good financially. Like I didn't feel like he wanted, like he wants like the glory that a fighter gets. He's more so in it for the money, and he just didn't strike me as a fighter like that. But Caleb Truax, when I seen their kind of their face-to-face on PBC on Fox, I encourage everybody to check out that channel on YouTube, man. It's pretty dope. It's not music to a lot of people's ears, but it's a lot of good interviews, a lot of fighters, a hot Filipino chick, you know, all these chicks in the boxing sport all of a sudden. So no problem there, though. But, you know, check that out. But Caleb Truax, man, looked like, you know, looking this guy in the eye, and all the indicators, if you will, seem to lean towards Truax in that interaction. I know it's not worth a lot, but I'm excited to see if Quillin can rebound. I don't think he can, but I'm excited for that fight. I know that's like maybe a mid-tier, mid-level type of fight that a lot of people won't get up for, but I think both these fighters have a lot on the line. They have a sparring history, and I think it's going to add up to be a damn good fight. Somebody's going to take a step backward and somebody will take a step forward. I heard there's this Mikey Garcia going to fight, what's my boy's name? Eric Morales. Y'all hear about that bullshit? Like a 4-round?
Yeah.
Man, that's some bullshit if I ever heard it. I have to believe Eric Morales is falling on some hard times financially, and Mikey want to, you know, show
it's
him
a charity. It's a charity.
Okay. So are people going, okay, it's charity. So that changes it. And then that's a different story. Because I was thinking like, dude, you can't play boxing, man. But I'm
was gonna ask you niggas, the clock on? Goddamn. Like about
why you hating on my man, though?
I wasn't hating. I just feel like niggas was talking about shit.
This portion of the show we call In the Know, presented by my brother.
Hell no, that damn clock went on.
Yo.
What up, Info Joe?
What's up, my boxing brothers? Hey, man, it's the first, man. 3 Cali callers back to back. Shout out to LA. JP, I hear what you're saying. I was down on Crenshaw today, and I went to go see the memorial thing, and it's traffic getting back home, man. I feel you on that. But yo, put me down for Loma, of course, Ramirez. You know what? I'm gonna go with Peter Quillin for this, man. I think overall, he's the better boxer out of the two. I think it is a 50-50 fight, though. Put me down for Derevyanchenko, Chris Colbert, Munguia, and I'm gonna go with the underdog Mike Alvarado. Claressa Sheilds versus Hammer. I think that's a real 50-50 fight, man. I think Hammer is a real good boxer, good jab. She fights tall. She know how to use her reach. And I believe Claressa gonna have to be a dog to win this fight, man. She gonna have to get up under that jab and let them hands go, which I know she will. But and shout out to women's boxing, man. To all the young ladies out there that want to get into the sport, man. They should be wanting to promoting this more than the fellas are. But I think that Mares will give Tank a better fight than Gamboa in this. Gamboa of 3, 4, 5 years ago, then I would say Gamboa. But at this point, I think Mares is a little bit more sharper than Gamboa. And Mike, I seen you hitting the bag. Hey, once in a while, put the mouthpiece in. I hope you got a single guard mouthpiece, right?
Nigga, I had it in today, my nigga. Straight up.
Okay, start working out with your mouthpiece, man. It's very important, man. If you ain't never did this shit before, it's hard to breathe while you're throwing shots. And if you want to protect your teeth, get used to that motherfucker, man.
Absolutely.
Shout out to all the alumni callers. Shout out to everybody in the chat. TBV is where it's at. You're listening to the voice of the people. There is no equal. And shout out to my city, Los Angeles. Stand up. Peace, my boxing brothers.
Straight up, man. Great call info, Joe, man. Thank you for you calling in, brother. That's the Gibbs. Tell them something good. Who we got up next?
I'm gonna drop some bars, man.
None other than Mr. DAZN.
Hey, it's money to shit. Working that wrist. Ballin' like Swiss. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick.
We fucked on that hoe.
H Money, what's going on, my nigga?
That H Money song, man.
Hey, Team Game, nigga. It's H Money, Mr. DAZN, the Boxing Voice 2019 Rookie of the Year. No cap. Every day we at this shit. Let's talk about boxing. My nigga Ron, salute. The interview with Claressa Shields, the greatest women's boxer of all time. The fight is going down. She about to get the crown, you dig? Yeah, we getting it every day. The Boxing Voice. As you know, one thing I was just thinking about, DAZN, I call myself Mr. DAZN. DAZN want to be a part of boxing for real. They want to take over boxing. They need the Boxing Voice. They need this show right here. I want to see this show on DAZN. Les, I know you know everybody. I know you talk to Eddie. Shout out to Eddie. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it happen. Let's get the show. They got Akin Barack. Mike, I know you talked to, you did an interview with one of them on your show, and I think that, man, that's easy. Let's do it. That's easy. And then y'all could bring so many subscribers. This show could attract so many subscribers to DAZN. Man, that's major. That's a big play right there. And shout out to Deontay Wilder. I want to apologize to Deontay. If I ever said anything wrong, I apologize. You was right, and you taught me. You educated me. Now you gonna get more money. I can see it. You coming to DAZN, but you gonna get more money, what you deserve. And then you said it yesterday. They gave Klitschko what they offered Klitschko 3-fight deal for 120. Deontay Wilder is the champion. He undefeated. He needs more than that. They offered him 4 fights for 120. Come on now. And he gonna fight Joshua. Come on now. That's disrespect to the champion. And hey, I'm Mr. DAZN. It's gonna happen. It's gonna take time. It ain't gonna happen when I say it. You know, I had to learn that the hard way. But it's gonna happen when God say it's gonna happen. And shout out to the show. Salute to everybody. Salute.
Motherfucking
H
H
Money
Money,
track was
man.
fire, bro.
H Money with
That-
the new intro.
Yo.
Goddamn, he coming on with the energy. That's how you spark some shit up right there,
That's
man.
the H Money track. You can get, I think, H Money, next time you come, you gotta let us know where you get your where people can find your song. Spotify. You gotta
One thing about H Money, nigga, people like him, people hate him. One thing he does always when he come on, strike a fucking emotion in you. You gonna like him or you gonna hate him, nigga. Pick one.
H Money the shit. Working that brick. Ballin' like Swiss. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick. She did it out.
Yo, I'm so lit right now.
Man, send me that shit, Nev. I want to hear the whole thing.
I got it, man. He sent that to me the other day, man. That shit's fire.
We going to Marcus in DC. Talk to me.
Yo, what's good, Boxing Voice? Yo, my man, the caller before, he showed about the energy, but he forgot to give a shout out to his doctor for getting on that Adderall. Tell him to cut back from 30 to 10 milligrams. Yo, check it. Nah, man, but yo, man, yo, he off the hook talking about.
You must thought that was gonna land in you. You thought that joke was gonna land in you. That motherfucker flop like a motherfucking brick like Shaq, nigga. You thought that joke was gonna land in you, nigga.
Man.
That shit, brick like Shaq, homie.
I remember Layla Ali the last time I checked, man. Layla Ali, man, like this would define. This would be like a fight that would do to be able to have a conversation. If Claressa Shields is to be mentioned with Christy Martin and Layla Ali and Ann Wolf, but this is a defining fight that most of them have had, other than Christy Martin. That I can't remember. I think she ducked that wreck with Lucia Riker. You know what I'm saying? Lucia Riker also not mentioned a lot. She beat the dog shit out of plenty of people. The only fight she lost was to a dude. You know what I'm saying? But Claressa Shields got to show me something. I think Info Joe, he ain't no flow without Info Joe. Info Joe called good money, said, you know, with all things being even, if Claressa can call on that flint in her, then she gonna win the fight. If she try to keep it too technical, when it's too close, I think they're gonna give it to Hammer. But Caleb Truax and Quillin, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully Quillin is rejuvenating himself. Caleb Truax is just one of them hard-nosed dudes, but you know what I'm saying? He gonna fight well, but you know, I don't, for all intent and purposes, there's no reason why he should beat Peter Quillin, so I'm gonna go with Peter Quillin. Crolla gonna find out, you know what I'm saying? He a hard-working fighter, but you know what I'm saying? The trick bag over there, Lomachenko and Anatoly got something for him. I don't think anything otherwise until Mikey Garcia or Terrence fight him, come down to 40. I don't think anybody got enough for Lomachenko until he fight Tank or Mikey. Who else on there? Munguia, that should be easy work. He looked like he want to step up to 160. Like you said, there's way more fighters ready for him at 160 and then at 54. He ain't gonna keep killing himself. I doubt Jamel Charlo and her stick around much longer either. Who else we got here? Who else fighting this weekend, man?
We got your boy Jaime Munguia back.
Yeah, let's say Jaime Munguia should win. He talking about going up to 160, what I think is a smart move for him. I don't know how hard he works to get down to 54, but I mean with Charlo, I mean with Charlo's supposed to fight Harrison, and then the winner that's supposed to fight her. Really, realistically speaking, them the only 54s that would be worth for Munguia. That fight will be pushed until either December or possibly next year. So I understand his premise when he said after this fight he probably go to 60. Jamal's up there, Gennady's up there, Andre's up there, Canelo's up there. So I think this will probably be the last hurrah for Munguia at 54. Like I said, I don't think it's predicated on him not being able to cram into the weight. I think it's just a financial thing, and it's smart at this point in time. But
Well. Posted about 2 hours ago. It's a picture with two of my favorite boxers, Joshua Buatsi and Anthony Yard, together.
Dominic in Seattle,
hello?
talk to us.
You okay over there, Mike?
Yeah, hello?
What up?
Yeah. Last time I checked, man, Claressa Sheilds, she made Hammer look all scared, man. That shit was crazy. You guys be jumping the topics of. I think you guys are talking about Deontay Wilder right now.
Now we just said that he had 13.77 million people viewing him on that halftime show of the Final Four.
That's the stuff. I mean, Deontay Wilder's getting up there. And I guess Anthony Joshua is really going to do that 2020 when it comes 2020 when it comes to fight Deontay Wilder. That's going to be it right there. And that's my call.
Already, man. Thanks for your call, Dominic, man. Yeah, man. That's what it looking like it's going to be 2020 before the fight even happens between Joshua and Wilder, which is to be expected, though, right, Ron?
I told you so.
I mean, Barry, we should have listened to shit like a year and a half ago when the Barry Hearn came out and just said, "Hey, man, we're looking at 2020."
They have been saying that.
I mean, they have been, but Eddie's been more of the guy that. Well, last year we thought we had something with the 15 million sign and the September date,
own deal,
but then it turned around to it's got to be April in Wembley. That we maybe had a possibility at that, but it never seemed like Deontay was interested. I mean, yeah, I think it's just one of those fights that we're gonna get when we're gonna get. But yeah, man, who we got up next, Ness?
What it do, TBB family? It's your boy Dollar. If you want to be like you heard on the show, hit me up on Instagram at DollarDibiase. That's DOLLA_DIBIASE. Let's get it.
Straight to the point for those with attention deficit. I'm so repetitive, so I gotta repeat. Famous from the streets to the deep. I'm coming with that heat. All you need to know about me, I'm coming with that heat.
One of the realest niggas from Detroit. What's going on, Stainless?
Yo, what up, though? Hold on, give me just a second.
Take your time, man. I wanted to try to get up there for the fucking James Harrison. No, not James Harrison, but Tony Harrison camp.
Yo, y'all ready?
Yes, sir. Take it away.
TBB, what up?
You know what it is, man. Another day, another dollar, man. Grinding.
That's what's good.
What up? What up?
To the hardest working man on TBB. Ron, what's good with you, baby?
He probably.
My bad. My mic was unmuted. What's up, man? Sorry, man. I'm gonna give you that extra love. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, man, you need that extra love because you putting in definite work, bro. So I've been shouting you out every time I call out for the last 2-3 episodes, bro. So I really don't have nothing to say, you know what I'm saying? But just the point of being a boomerang, you know what I'm saying, with something at this point. You can mirror my picks with Info Joe's. So I'm going to get back to work now. I always say, please make sure you put some thumbs up on this and every episode of the Boxing Boys podcast. Let's make it work a little faster, fellas. All right. Peace.
Yes, sir. Thanks for calling in, Stainless, man. We appreciate it, brother.
Appreciate the love and support that you always do for us, man. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to be here. So thank you so much.
Straight up. So smash that like button.
Joshua in Oregon, talk to me.
What up, Joshua in Oregon? We got people out there, nigga, listening in Oregon. What's up? Try to stand up.
Hey, yo, what up? What up, Ness? Yo, what up, Mike? Hey, yo, it's puro pinche Mikey here, man.
Does that shit get you flagged, man? I don't know. That shit copyrighted.
Oh, that shit.
Okay. We get it.
That nigga singing goddamn opera.
Hey,
nigga.
I'm beatboxing because we can get flagged for that. That's all.
I think so too, nigga. That shit's like
I got a lot of love from Mexico. 100%.
We get it. You like Mikey.
That nigga fucking out there with the trumpets.
Hey, that should be hard as fuck though when you go to the fight though.
Oh, is that all you got, Joshua? All right, put a pinche Mikey.
Put a pinche Mikey.
Pinche Mikey is gonna be fighting Eric Morales. Is the word.
Charity.
We actually supposed to be getting him on the show. Let me double check. Did you check the Instagram? One of his peoples was hitting me up because we wanted to talk about this.
You ain't never tell me, man.
Well, I gotta tell you everything, champ.
I thought maybe somebody would have told me, hey man, somebody on Instagram even. Nope. Yeah, she just said she owned it, but she didn't never get back to us.
Okay. Well, on that note, don't forget to subscribe to TBV on all forms of social media. Obviously, tell a friend to subscribe right here at the YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. You can subscribe to our backup channel at youtube.com/Nestor Gibbs. Don't forget our sister channel at youtube.com/Fighter IQ. Don't forget Doomy's down there too. You can find those in the feature section. Hopefully Ron figured out how to put his there. Catch me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. And catch us tomorrow early morning for the betting show.
You can find
Go ahead, Ranji.
You can find me on Twitter at Ranji FIQ. I appreciate Ness once again. It's the opportunity, shouting me out. I created a YouTube channel. It's going to be a hybrid channel. I'm not leaving TBV. I had some people hit me on Twitter, thought I was jumping ship. I'm still with TBV. I'm more out in the field, so expect a lot of interviews on the channel. I created like an MMA fighting and a little boxing. So if you guys go over to support me, I can bring you guys content for the other stuff. But I will always be TBV for life, no matter what, at the end of the day. So appreciate you guys. But other than that, look, we have a monumental weekend when it comes to women boxing. I think that if you are not familiar with the women's division at all, this is the one fight you need to see, period. From that point, there's a lot of other fights, a lot of prospects, Lomachenko, ESPN Plus, DAZN. It's just a whole bunch of fights out there. So at this point, boxing is always in a great state when you see so many fights, but we're slowly needing to get them more mainstream. And without you guys or stuff like this, we wouldn't be able to push. So appreciate you guys supporting us. Hit the like, subscribe. Also, check out the Stick and Move series. The second episode is out for the public. You get to see Mike, Gross, Ness in the gym. Just type in Stick and Move series 1 and 2. I still got some leftover stuff. I might make a part 3 on some hidden stuff that you might not know about these guys. But definitely check it out. We got a lot of content on there and Patreon.
Also, you can check us out tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock for the morning show. We'll be bringing you a nice, hot, fresh topic that we'll be talking about, and also the betting show tomorrow. And you can probably catch me tomorrow night for the Vasiliy Lomachenko versus Anthony Crolla live fight chat. It's going to be nice. We got one of the best boxers in boxing, so I figure, hey, why not do a live fight chat for him and see how it goes. Also, Shields, Hammer, Undisputed. Got us. If you support boxing, definitely go out and support that. I mean, if you're boxing here like us, a lot of boxing to choose from this weekend, a lot of stuff to enjoy. So go ahead and check it out, and get your NBA playoff brackets ready, man. We don't know how that's gonna go, but follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312. Peace.
Bro, I got thick skin. I ain't going nowhere, man. I'm here, man.
Oh, okay.
No, the chat's brutal, man. They kill it.
Yeah, they was like, Ron's gonna leave like Matt.
Never,
if you like Matt.
Peace.
Till next time.